Don't blink, it's going. Welcome to the show. Doing more. Today's having a wonderful day. We're doing a bit better today. We're doing a bit better on this 30th April 2025. So let's play the tower. And being sad boys. I'm gonna be honest and say I love the new Pi tower background. So let's put this one. Right, let's go back. Now we're filming the third one. So it activates. We have this, which is they're telling you basically like, hey, module will be back, which is cool. Which is cool. They're also telling you great news, and that great news is that if you miss one of them, you're still gonna be there, right? So that's absolutely phenomenal. Let's go with Pi, and let's go with Pi disk, which is really good. I'm gonna go here. It's the same thing. Module updates. Well, it's the same thing because we just did the. Oh wow. Okay, 6. Oosh. We just did the crown. Okay. Good. Okay. Cobra GFS. King Cobra GFS. Nice. All I need is to know that you're recording. If I know that you're recording, then I don't care. Good. Good. I hope it doesn't break. I'm always very cautious of the braking. You know? Good. We're at 254, I have one fast. We're at 1,600. To be honest, I really like what's going on right now. We're having different space, place, and playthrough, so I have to be a bit more mindful. There we go. Good. I went card. Nice. Are we too young for this? Let's go with reading what the Gilda says. Okay, ooh, let's go, baby, let's go. What the heck, already 500. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to, well, we don't really have, okay, when is the main question for chips? Sorry, Falcon. Didn't quite understand. At loading those. Don't you want your kids to be second generation tower defender? Content too, you know? There you go. Good. Okay, perfect. Let's go cook a little bit. Don't think Wayne cook up commercial. It's doing well on this 30th. Ouch. Ow. On this 30th April 25. We're doing a bit better today, I'll be completely honest. We also slept 11 hours, so I guess that's helpful. It's beautiful weather outside, so I'm gonna film the weather outside. Enjoy. Like, you don't understand how nice this is. You can see from my house. Don't leak, it's Wayne. Welcome to the show. Getting more having one day on this 30th April 25. Today we're going to be doing a little intro for the day. As you guys obviously yesterday went to depression. You know, once again, it's a worsening depression. We were able to function, we were able to do stuff. So, you know, there's a wave of it, and right now it's a wave of good thing. I also want to talk about yesterday, which doesn't have anything to do with the intro, but kind of have to do with the intro. So when I woke up yesterday, right, I was focused, I had ideas, I went to work. And then for some reason at the end of the day, which is the afternoon, because that's how short our day was, we felt depressed. So it is hard to do an intro, right? It's hard to do an intro because I don't know how much energy I have. I don't know how good the battery is today. Battery for itself, right? So I'm going to tell you guys what I want to do, and if it happens, it happens. You can see it. If it doesn't happen, I would love to do it mukbang. I think I do a couple of videos, I think about 5-6 videos, just to stay busy. Once I start tomorrow, and the rest of the day, I'm going to be spending either uploading clips or playing video games. Because I'm playing a lot of video games, and they require less. I would say effort. Right now we're just talking to the camera, so talking is pretty easy. They do require less effort in the sense of entertainment wise. I don't have to be specific. The game will do the job, right? That's pretty much it. Anyway, let me take it easy. Pace. Don't blink, catch Wake. Welcome to the show. So you want to have a wonderful day on this 30th April 25. Yes, I'm still dressed, right? Which is life. We're doing a part 2 of a brand new bag of Lucky Charms. I had 2 bags. We have this. Now, why are we doing a part 2 technically? Well, it's a great news because yesterday I ate them too quickly. So even when you look at videos, you see people like letting them cool down, or even meat, you let it rest, right? So you can see here. I used to eat junk food. This is the one that's helping. You can see here it's really well cooked. So how do you see it's really well cooked? The dough is broke, right? Which means that it's reached complete like expanse. And when it comes to expand. And here you can see the difference of size. It's been hard to see, but you can kind of see it. And this is not as cooked. Why was it not as cooked? Don't ask me how a microwave works and how centrifugal forge works. So this is what I really, really enjoy. I cook these. I woke up about 4 minutes ago, so we cooked them 4 minutes ago, and they spent 4 minutes in the fridge. This is what I was talking about yesterday. This is what I love. A little cake, right? A little cake cookie. Now you can see the difference of color. You can really see plus the color better than yesterday. We do have this natural sunlight. That's the Mmm. Mm. It's good. It's really actually. You don't need to look charm. It's more visual. What I was hoping for was different texture. Cookie. And chocolate chip. Different texture. You don't get that. This is quite similar. Well, very cookie. Bad lucky chocolate is less chocolate. I can't film the guys put music. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Fuck. Hold on a second. I don't know. Yeah, I'll get it to me. I'm doing pretty good. I don't know. Oh my god. Gave me the pizza, but I appreciate it. No link, it's Wayne. Welcome to Whatever Local Position. But we also had a wonderful day on this 30th. This is very warm. So I need to do this, I need to do this. Thank you. I'm going to do this. On the 30th April 25th, we have a bit of watch event that cooking. We're going to do old rice. This is the recipe that I didn't come up with. This is my take on fried rice. So very easy story behind it. The reason why we're having it is because I made some rice, right? It was on Friday, today is Tuesday. The reason why we didn't eat the rice that we made was because that day my phone broke. And because my phone broke, I was a little bit I'm going through depression right now. Right, so it doesn't take a lot to trigger it, right? And it got triggered. So we're gonna do is take this rice that's 3 days. We're putting it in a pan that you're seeing right here. I don't get permanent in this, okay? You don't have to tell me, but there you go. So what's in the rice actually super simple. Actually, that I should ask you. So it's normal rice, right? You can hear it sizzling, which is great, right? You can hear it sizzling, which is absolutely phenomenal, right? Now, in reality, you don't really need your fire too warm, right? What we're trying to do here, which is actually quite simple, quite simple, is we're trying to recook it in a way where a lot of the water or the liquid or the humidity that is stored in the rice, right? It doesn't leave. Why are we doing that? It's because I kind of want a very sticky rice situation. I kind of want a very almost dryish rice, right? Plus, fun fact, what makes rice or any food or most food? Don't burn yourself. Hey man, I appreciate my fans sending me food, but please stop, okay? I know people who take care of me. Good. Funny enough, what makes food go bad is humidity. That's why things like ramen want us to go. So now we're gonna have a a single sausage, right? Single sausage of the Lisa. So this is something that we tried yesterday. They're bacon and thank God we're well equipped. Thank God we're well equipped. Okay, perfect. So again, in the rice we have, I didn't even finish that. It's a bit of focus, right? Okay. It's not my first time, it's not my last time. He did that with perfect. And then I'm gonna go here. What are we listening? We're listening to Cobra GFS. Cobra Jock King GFS. So right now we have the ham, which contains oil. This is the oil from the sausage yesterday. I don't know if you can tell. Right? We have some oil from the, what am I doing, dude? Don't be lazy. Right? These are from the sausage yesterday. You can already tell that the rice is cooking in here, which is really nice. So simply put, I'm gonna cut the sausage up. Why? Because I want them to be almost akin to meatballs. Meatballs are gonna be having a much better cook, right? I'll tell you, sausage can explode. You don't want your sausage to explode. That's what we're doing is a meatball. So what we're trying to do here, right? What are we listening in the background? Listening to Cobra GFS, King Doc Cobra. The Doc King of the human world. You should listen to him also. So the idea behind it was, okay, well, I got old rice, right? And I kind of have a love for old rice. But never did I have it 4 days after. Right? So again, my phone break trigger for the depression that's already there. We're eating junk food, Right? I know that I have this, so I know that I have the rice. I don't want to waste the rice, and I'm not a food waster. I'm a lot of things, but not a food waster. So now, what we did instead was, I bought some sausage, right? There you go. Now the hope here, the hope is that we're cooking the sausage. There's a large grease that comes out of the sausage. Why you gonna see? Several times, like, quit sending me food, okay? I got people who will send to me. I got people who will give me food. I don't need people doing this crap. We'll be cooking some of the rice. We'll be taking some of the rice. I'm already cooking right now. Now we'll be cooking it in the grease. So fun fact, from the older days, what I used to do, it was cooking lard. Because they were cooking lard, what you would do is put a lot of grease in the pan, and then we cook their bread and everything that you have to cook, right? Now when it comes to sausage, I did one yesterday. I cooked it yesterday. I'm a freak. What I mean by that is we're going to be cooking them on the four sides. So top, bottom, actually west again. They possibly on the sides, but I did say four sides. And when I say four sides, I like to say four. Also, the secret hook behind cutting them is where the I fawn, I die. I fawn, I die. The secret hook behind it. It looks like how let me check this out. What do you mean? I have one workshop. Okay, that's really fun. I fawn, I die. Oh shit, we got a okay, I didn't know that. I did not know that. That is not good. Oh, we're doing 9. You're 9, so it doesn't that much time. You hear that sound? I'm telling you, you saw the amount of oil or grease. Oh my god. So I got a text message that said you better not go live. Well, I'm gonna send your neighbor food. I actually enjoy not washing, when there's these or steaks. You just add something to it, you know. There you go. There you go. Now the goal is we're just trying this. Now this does take some time, right? When you get to the right place, sometimes cook. What I'm going to do is, and it doesn't even start yet. The fuck? Okay. You want to play? Let's play. Let's play. Let's play that higher, there you go. Crash it up. Again, please when you do this hand, when you're crashing things up, use a flat stick, ladle, then the middle one. But it's not that using the hand itself. There you go. And it lights a little bit forward. Also, we're listening to the TV because my neighbors put the music very loud. They put the music very loud. I'm trying to drown it out because I don't want to get copyrighted. It's something like a little cooking video. Just like, pretty much done. Now this is where you lay that something. So this is what we ate yesterday. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them, the sausage, right, get rid of them here. Get rid of the rest of the lips, right? You want that sausage grease, that's going to be able to put away, so it doesn't really matter. When you do this fat towel, that's what we're going to throw this fat towel away. Cool, same, right? So now, what I'm going to do is, we're going to do this, right? So these are the little sausage pieces, you can tell. It's amazing, it's pretty good actually. Everything about back there, we're talking about that less. And I think it's the best theory. Good. What I'm going to do, take some of the rice that we have. You guys are like cooking a little bit. Right? I got that down. And then if you see, we're frying rice. For fried rice. The first thing, when you fry rice, like again, cool thing is my first time frying rice. We have our leaves. We're making the rice part. So again, is absolutely all rice, right? Remember what we put in? Some ramen noodle flavor pack or kimchi pack. I'm going to show you which one exactly. Good. And this one. And when you want to eat grease, actually work. We put in some cream of mushroom. Now, in a perfect world, the one thing is really good. Because I'm kind of looking for a texture of rice. Right? That's really clicks. Now it's the question I'm waiting. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do is take the whole thing, put it in my rice for a couple of minutes. I think I'm thinking about this once again. This is my first time. I have no clue what I'm doing. So right away, you can tell that the oil from the sausage has already been fully absorbed by the rice, which is phenomenal. Right? We're already seeing that the rice is burnt, which is great. Why am I meaning by burnt? The rice itself has a almost something akin to skin, right? We're thinking about like something like a drink skin or like a like an olive skin possibly. Something really thin. And it's sticking in the pan. It's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, all of the oil is gone. Are you looking to clean up the pan? What you need. There you go. You know the crazy work? Because the thing here is we're having a lot of things cooking. So we're having sausage cooking, we're having rice cooking, and it's a, when you cook, one of the most important parts, if not the most important part, is safety, right? Cool? But the second important part when you cook is that everything comes out together. When you see a line of cooking, you're going to see people putting in food before others, even though their entree and for example, the fish and the entree are the same. These fish being put first because it's more time to cook. So the sausage, the two sausages that Lisa are cheese and bacon. And this is all good everything. I found it at my last place, but it didn't give me any favors. So there's no sense finding it at this place. No, the problem is, I cook rice a lot, but never on a pan, right? And never in this pot. I cooked rice in other pots. So before we had this wonderful pan or pot, what I would do, I had another pot and I would cook the rice in. And they gave me nice, evenly cooked rice. I used to have a baking sheet. This is a true story. I had a baking sheet. And my father said, hey, you know how to make bread? You can make bread at your place. Right? Like, okay, that's great. Also, please don't let your rice cook too much. So then that's mistakes. You don't really have to move it around. That way it's cooked. Because moving it around, it doesn't stick. You take a baking sheet. That's how we cook the rice. It gives you evenly rice. Evenly. There you go. There you go. It's so mushy. That's the effect that we put in the microwave for so long. The smell again, this is amazing.
Like, oh yeah, I want to order Cobra food and then not pay for it.
Let's go for another one.
At the last part of it, to be honest. Fucking God.
Man, cheese. Isn't that supposed to feel better? Today, give cheese at my heart.
You want me to fucking react to
You know what? That's like that.
oh yeah, we ordered Cobra pizza and didn't pay for it. Let's only sit in
Always be careful when putting. You
you
don't make mess. You make that clean. You make a base in the first place. You don't have cleaning. So now this is really straight. Everything. Because when you're cooking again, it's going to be burning. Since it's already cooked a little bit, it's going to be burning. And right here, we have a little bit of a taste test.
Yeah, that's the kind of childish, immature crap that my trolls do to fuck with me. It's like, let's order a pizza and not pay for it, you know? And it's like, dude, my landlord's support I'm going to use.
This is the bomb. This is the bomb. I was really hoping that the base would give it a little bit more taste. Doesn't really give it a raw taste. However, the rice is still really good. Right? Because the rice is actually really good, it still gives off a nice flavor. You see right now, it's warm. So this is going to take a lot less time to cook. Oh my god, this is, oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, Houston, you have a solution. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm not going to be able to see. I'm going to show you over. See this? This is sticky rice. This is burnt rice. This is exactly what I'm trying to do. This is the oh, this is great. This is great. This is what we're looking for. So this is the rice that actually kind of almost akin to implode, right? Because it's almost akin to implode, right? Oh yeah, because it's almost akin to implode. Let's stick to the pan. And then the weird part about rice, the really weird thing with rice, is the exterior can cook really nice, but once the exterior breaks, it's almost impossible. Okay, so almost impossible to do the rest. Autistic rage. This is not making fun of autistic people. This is all the fact that they have rage. And I think that you're not able to acknowledge it and not see people for who they are. You're the one who should be held accountable for not being mindful of your surrounding and people that are in it. Okay. That's a rage. It's because he's autistic. Is he allowed to feel rage even though he's autistic? Absolutely. Should we embrace that? No. However, we should be aware that this could be a cause. Right? Now, I'm going to be making my ancestor, my Egyptian ancestor and my French Canadian ancestor mad by doing something crazy. Chopstick for rice. Again, I want you guys to really pay attention to the piece we have right now. Bottom, super undercooked. Top, burnt. It's gonna be delicious. I'll tell you. It's nuts. You know what's nice about this whole thing? When I first took the rice, I didn't have the sausage home. Right? I actually ate it and had a really good time. However, this is 10 times better. Sadly, the flavor pack isn't taste. So, can we put enough? This doesn't taste like Alex and Josh got into a fight. However, I think mushroom really tasted and really gave it a nice taste. That's delicious. The cream mushroom is unbelievably high to the taste. And rice is rice, however. Delicious texture. The passion for the burnt rice. Have the experience. On meal.
Jesus Christ, the Cass Police Department just showed up outside my window.
Cost me $4 possibly.
Ask more questions about Warlord.
Because yes, there's the can of soup, there's the sausage. I put in 2 sausages out of 8, each worth $16. 2 out of 18, that's 1 out of 8. 1 out of 8 is about 116 each, so that's 250. That's 230, right? Rest was expensive, we bought it years ago during the pandemic. Still really good. And yeah, there's like 30 kilos for it. What's that? 2 kilos for $10 for it. So they're still good. I'm not even gonna include it.
Josh pulled out a shotgun and loaded it during Courtney's live stream.
Now, this is response. Sausage. What you're saying? I think you already tasted sausage, but listen about this one. Wow, these are cold and messy. This is the real taste of the sausage. Oh yeah. We saw a meal. And I'm completely honest. Right? Do better, yes. What could have been better? I would like to put in some garlic, some onions. Because the rest of it is bland, I'll be honest. The cream mushroom is really impacted the rice itself. The rice itself is actually bland. And this is because we didn't add salt. Right? We didn't add salt to rice, and then actually salted it. And the cream mushroom wasn't salted. So there you go. There you go.
Drink suck cock. People order me fucking food. Then I order me food. He doesn't care. Let me fuck with me and so on. It's
Okay. Good, that's perfect actually. Didn't mean to be that perfect, but it is. Okay, go. Oh. No! I lost 3 minutes. I'm sorry guys, I lost 3 minutes. It's the same playthrough, I guess. Fuck, dude, we lost 3 minutes. Why did I not take this one? Shit. Okay, let's do this. Setting off to have a wonderful day on this 30th April. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the computer show. This is Mom having a wonderful day on this on this 30th April 25. Sorry, my mom said we have to call her, and I'm gonna call her. So I'm kind of depressed. I want to show you. Sorry about the quality. I have to charge 2 phones. They're pretty dead. There you go. Oh.
This is Cricut Maker 4, the next generation of our ultimate smart cutting machine. It's up to 2 times faster than previous models and helps you make popular projects like custom apparel for you or swag for the team with interchangeable tools.
Make it came up in this transaction way more than Natalie did.
I just had a lot of feelings, so I couldn't really move on for a while.
Before we continue reviewing this Trash TV show, I'd like to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Polybuzz. Polybuzz has over 10 million downloads worldwide that lets you create unique character chatbots with some of your favorite characters from any series. And since Josh has a massive ego as a 43-year-old cringe lord doing the most to hang out with 90 Day Fiancé robots and farm them for content, I thought it would be appropriate to pick a fictional character that also has a massive ego. Let's take a look at my chat history with Gaston because that hunter needed to get humble. What is the biggest animal you've ever hunted? And he said, why the legendary elk, of course, the one that runs through the forest at impossible speeds. No other hunter is there to face it until me. And then I said, the beast hunts those all the time, doesn't sound that impressive. That savage monster? Bah, I don't hunt cowards who lurk in shadows. Real hunters like me face challenges.
48-20.
Then I had to hit him with a critical hit. I responded, he stole Belle's heart head on. That thing is a mindless beast, and Belle, well, she's clearly blinded by whatever dark magic that creature uses. She'll come to her senses soon enough. Here's where I get out of pretzel. I responded, the beast doesn't use dark magic. He doesn't need magic when his raw physical strength is so powerful. The beast said he has more power in his peaking finger than you have in your entire body. And this made Gaston very, very angry. He responded, what would you know about strength? You're just another one of those weak-minded fools who believe that monster. I challenge you to a contest then. A proper test of strength. Prove that your beast is better than me. I said, interesting. He responded, simple. A strength building contest at the tavern. Bench presses, arm wrestling, you name it. I'll show you and everyone else who the real champion is. I responded, okay, sounds good. What's your max bench press? He responded, well, last week I managed 150 pounds, but don't worry, I've been training hard every day since, and today is going to be my day of triumph. I said 150 pounds. What are you, a freshman in high school?
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Take her out to dinner before banging her sometimes, so at least she occasionally got a free meal out of it. Hey, you guys, this is so random, but shout out to Video Geek Super X for posting this picture on Reddit. I'm actually a huge Goonies fan, so much appreciated, my guy. And while we're on the topic of the Goonies, if you guys haven't made a trip out to Astoria, Oregon yet, I highly recommend it.
What the hell are we doing here? Just get your own money, boys. Throw in a four-wheel drive and hold your hats.
I wouldn't say we went on date nights, but I took her to a couple dinners, but nothing really progressed as far as the relationship was concerned. Yeah, nothing progressed because Josh didn't want his relationship with Natalie to progress. It's not rocket science. Why go to a couples retreat with someone that isn't even your girlfriend? It just makes Josh come across as a gaslighter and manipulator because he wants all the benefits of being her boyfriend without the responsibility that comes with that title.
So you kind of fell back into your old ways of just seeing each other but no real commitment.
Correct. But yeah, some of these women have gotten so much cosmetic surgery, they look like something out of that show, River Monsters. Have any of you guys dropped hundreds of thousands of dollars to look like a Goliath Roofer? Yeah, me neither.
What really kind of sealed the deal is when, Natalie went on social media rants that were false allegations, basically calling me a bad father.
Interesting. To be fair, I can make the argument that any parent that goes on 90 Day Fiancé sucks because it's embarrassing for their children.
When I saw just looking to other people, there was like stuff in the back, and I let myself look some stuff. It was just going to my page, not on his.
Well, that's a trash point to make, Natalie, because regardless of whether it was a comment on your page or his, it doesn't matter because either way it was a public comment. Fans screenshot comments from cast members all the time and they end up on 90 Day Fiancé Reddit pages and bloggers' IG pages. So either way, it's something that you shouldn't have said unless it was true.
He worried about the comment, and
Because you posted something that I'm a bad father and I have a fellow living with me, and my daughter should be scared. That's a lie.
yeah, in the words of Whitney,
The truth is, the numbers speak for themselves.
just started threatening me and he said he would destroy my life.
Josh goes on to say that he reached out to Natalie and told her that she can't lie about him online, calling him a bad father. Josh asked because Natalie did this, they aren't speaking currently, and he forms a smile while looking at her saying this. It's like he's trying to punish her. Really weird. The host that hits us with her classifying, well, it looks like this won't be sold today, let's move on. I don't know about you wacky wet socks, but I'm genuinely curious how much money the network pays this host because any one of you could be a better host. She then asked Josh if he ever considered Natalie his girlfriend during the 3-year period they were talking, and this was his response.
I don't know if we've ever been have official titles of what we are.
Oh.
But I don't think that I would consider her my girlfriend. No.
What are you saying? What is bull?
I know what you guys are thinking. If only Darcy was still on stage to say something motivational to Natalie because she certainly needs a pick-me-up right now.
Keep your eyes on the prize and keep doing it big and never let anyone bring you down. Because they catch you and just sing your song and go, because they can never get you down. You'll reach out and top that mountain again and again. Keep doing it big. I love you. We believe in you. We're so excited for you. So proud of you. And here is to big filled good energy, love, and vibes.
My dudes, the twins are like a car crash I can't look away from. And speaking of looking, her eyes have to work so much harder to open up now, which I'm assuming that's why Darcy referred to an associate's degree in applied science as a double A. Check this out.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We're going to say congratulations on your graduation. That is so amazing. You're earning your double A in graphic design. I love that. I think that's so admirable.
Congrats on your double A. You go, girl boss. Somebody's mom spent like $50 on this video, you guys.
Oh, nice.
Natalie was calling bullshit and pouting like a kid, but it was pretty obvious that Josh was never going to commit to her.
It never really got to that serious moment where I was like, this is my girlfriend, or this is a person that I want to spend my life with. It just never got to that.
Fair assessment of Josh, he never brought Natalie around his home because she was a side piece. In fact, the only couples that were actually together before going on The Last Resort season 2 were Florian and Stacey and Brandon and Julia. The host then asked Josh if during that 3-year period he was having sex with other people. No.
You were committed to me.
I didn't say I was committed to. I just said that I wasn't having sex with other people.
Okay, so he was getting head from other people this entire time, or what? Technical dudes like Josh piss me off so bad. It's to tell also be honest and shit. We have so many hours invested in the war, we want the truth.
So in a 3-year period, Natalie was the only woman you had sex with.
I mean,
look at Sophie's face, you guys. So joke. She already knows that Josh wasn't loyal to his situation, Natalie.
probably not.
Oh, that's a lie then.
Not like the Lord, no.
When Josh says this, Natalie is not entertained. She's probably thinking to herself, why is everyone laughing about this?
Is it crazy?
I her because she used Mike for a green card and shouldn't be in this country in the first place. As I've said before in past videos, this show used to have real couples, but now it's become how to make an American believe you want to spend the rest of your life with them and then move out after a couple months of being married in the United States of America. String them along for a couple seasons of the show before cutting them loose after between 1 or 2 years.
You want to call it what it is? Probably not.
Yeah,
So the host
I can tell. I can tell, Darcy. I can tell you're confused.
And all that time you didn't feel like you were being wrong at all?
Uh-huh.
Josh 100% let Natalie on. It's not debatable. However, he won't get held accountable on this tell-all because the host doesn't even watch the show. She gets handed her little surface level questions from the producers and doesn't deviate from the script. Love is Blind gets the Lachey's and we get tilted as an audience.
After the not commitment, you go and have sex with her. Did you see how you contradict yourself?
Okay, she sent me photos saying, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
He's a man. He's a man. He's got needs. Brandon, shut your little bitch ass up, you Betty face hunchback. Maybe if you
Whoa.
stood up for what was morally right every now and then and showed a little backbone, your wife wouldn't cheat on you so much.
Honey, what do you want me to do?
I can't do that. Even myself, I would say that. Not that I send me clothes, I would have made a yes.
Jasmine's such a hoe, you guys. I feel really bad for her kid. She abandoned Hannah. Not only did they have to watch her embarrassing antics on the tell-all and all these other spin-offs, but present day she's posting like it's her first time being a mother. Let's give it up for Jasmine Panetta, the mommy blogger, shoving a camera in her kid's face as soon as it was born. Imagine being such a huge piece of shit that you use your newborn baby as content all the time so 90 Day Fiancé fans are less inclined to talk about how you move like a slut in your relationship with Gino, committing marriage fraud, etc.
You know, I never fully committed to Natalie, and
Yeah,
so
can you just tell her that? Like, I don't want to be in a serious relationship with you.
no, that's why we went to this resort.
You snuggled up to Natalie before The Last Resort Season 2 to get that TV time. There's a scene on the show where he even tells the other guys, I'm here for you guys, not Natalie.
My intention was to meet with these therapists and work out these issues so we could be together. That is why I went to it, and we were not successful.
Brandon nodding his head like that checks out. These other guys are such pussies for not calling each other out. Brandon has such a follower mentality. On The Last Resort Season 2, Josh prioritized posing up to the other cast members instead of working out his issues with Natalie.
At therapy, a big source of conflict was Josh's refusal to invite Natalie to his house.
It's not like my home is some magical, mystical place. It's not like I'm hiding anything there.
Real quick, I don't know why Gino finds this so funny. If you're talking to someone for 3 years and they've never invited you to their house, it's safe to assume you are a side piece.
Ay, ay.
It's highly probable that he has another girl either living with him or around the house. I'm surprised no one pressed Josh for this, given how comfortable he is lying. This isn't something that should be believed at face value.
It came down to Natalie calling my ex-wife's names, calling her a hooker, calling her all of the names that she's called you guys. She's
I
told
never
she's
called her
oh,
that.
yes, you
She
have.
was like me.
Oh, yes, you have.
She has that on social media.
No.
If Josh cared so much about what Natalie said about his ex-wife and family, why did he continue to have sex with her? Josh chose to still entertain whatever this was with Natalie until she was no longer useful to him.
I really value the relationship with my kids' mothers, and Natalie was a threat to that, and that is a reason Natalie never came over to my house.
Interesting. According to Google, Josh doesn't live with his ex-wife, so I'm not sure why that would be a reason to not invite Natalie over to the house.
I never said it. It was not true.
Nothing I'm saying is made up. You called my ex-wife names, and you know how close, everybody knows how close I am with my family, and I value these relationships, and you are a threat to those relationships.
Damn, Josh, you got your panties in a twist right now, huh? Look at how hot and bothered he is. This dude's trying so hard to paint himself as a good family man. Given the way that he treats women, I doubt it. If Natalie is such a threat to the relationships that Josh claims to hold dear, then why did he involve himself with this woman for 3 years?
Well, I never talked to his wife. She was the one who was doing interviews about me. And I asked why she speaks about me, why she attacks me. And he said I'm responsible for Pure because we're not together anymore.
That's not made up story. And I'm pissed off if you try and deny it.
Josh already seems pissed off. Also, this whole he said, she said scenario is so overplayed. Cast members should come prepared with screenshots or just shut up and not throw any allegations each other's way. Josh was aggressively trying to silence Natalie. Meanwhile, none of the other cast members called him out for it. Did he promise to make each of them America's Next Top Model, or what happened here?
Let me say,
No, you are stepping over the line.
not true.
He angry, Natalie. You wouldn't like to see me angry. But the way that these other cast members treat Mr. Boyd over here, you would think that he was paying their rent.
I never did that. It's not true.
It's not true.
What did I do it to you?
You did do that.
Josh,
You want to
I tried to
come over?
I tried to go to his house.
Yes, he did.
As we all know, Natalie
Why
has
do
a
you do that?
when she is threatened by Hooker and all kinds of other things. It is possible that she talks shit about Josh's ex-wife, sure, but given how visibly upset Josh is and how calm Natalie is, there seems to be more to the story. Let me know in the comments who you guys think is lying about this.
Make up fairy tales.
Oh, please, Brandley, get Josh's fingers out your butt. Anyone could deal with Natalie if they deemed what they wanted from the business transaction was of equal or greater value. In
That's-
this case, simply Josh wants to be famous.
You just need to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to sound like that, come off like that, instead of telling him he's wrong.
Natalie, you're being a liar. Stop.
No, what did I do?
You're lying. You're a liar. You're a scam artist.
Natalie could be lying here. However, zero evidence has been presented that backs what Josh is accusing Natalie of. It's interesting how the guys back Josh here, even though he's just as insufferable as Natalie is. Calling Natalie a scammer is on brand, especially because she tried to profit off the victims of the LA fires. However, it is annoying to hear that come out of Josh's mouth because he also scammed her. I can't get over how funny this picture is, you guys. My wife's thoughts. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Our next one, we're going to be deep diving Josh's new fake situationship with Jen, his inappropriate relationship with other female cast members, and why he's so hell-bent on embarrassing Natalie on the tell-all. Comment below, subscribe. Let's do it.
Les vous les mais fallait que ça coûte une fortune en fait.
Pas de nature morte. Ici, tout pose au vivant. Je vais rester dans le bois assez longtemps pour que la forêt reste en bois. Quoi? T'entends? Depuis 40 ans, tout notre monde en profite. Même que 100% de chaque scène de profit est réinvesti ici. Fait que prends ton kayak, sors ta retourner un chalet en bois rond. Fais un détour en toi, viens faire un tour dans le bois. Chaque visite compte. Et choisir la CEPAC, c'est veiller sur notre monde.
We're back. We're good. We're good. We're good.
No wonder she doesn't do lives on her IG and has been posting old photos on her social media accounts.
I'm trying to make
Are you the father of Jasmine's baby?
Hey, now, Jasmine and Gino were married in the United States of America back in 1993. Then, fast forward around 6 months, Gino catches Jasmine cheating on him with personal trainer. Gets her out of the house in December of year 2020. We get to hear The Last Resort Season 2 was filmed in March of year 2024. Before that, there were rumors of a reunion of the season when the cast members were spotted together in New York sometime in October of year 2024. However, the cast had then assembled to film the Between the Sheets episodes.
You know, nice meeting you. Yeah, I'll see you when you get back to Michigan.
Okay. So where's home?
No, it's not work out.
Oh.
Yeah.
I told you I don't have like a friendship.
Okay.
Gino and Jasmine second on the last resort when the thought of her plan to make Jasmine look like less of a sleuth. Otherwise, why omit the fact that she was caught cheating on Gino before they arrived at the resort in December?
Jesus, I hope you're not in love.
No,
I trusted you.
I want us to be together. I want to get divorced. I want us to go over together. I want us to make things work. Please. I haven't cheated. It hurts me that you're accusing me. All I did was to be honest with you. And it hurts me that you think that way, Gino, because I swear to God, I haven't done it. Promise. Like, he's a friend.
Jasmine's default mode on the show is when she's called out, she proceeds to fake cry and scream, complaining about how Gino hasn't had sex with her in 9 months. Well, 5 months ago, Gino kicked her out of the house for cheating. I'm assuming that her and Matt were physically intimate before she got eventually caught cheating. So if it was any other season, to be honest with you, like I said in past videos, I could get behind her argument because I know that Gino has problems in the bedroom, he's got a corn addiction, and a whole bunch of other psychological issues. However, this season, I can't get behind her argument because it's false.
I think Matt, you spent 4 months with you. 9 months, you have to judge me. You have to reject our people. That's what you do.
And how embarrassing is it to us that the network even hired Reba, who's an open marriage activist, not a licensed therapist, to help Jasmine convince Gino that the open marriage is the best way forward for their relationship. Anything except the divorce, because Jasmine's dream is to live in the United States of America, God forbid she has to go back to Canada, and take care of the 2 children she abandoned there. Well, that's enough chat. Now that we're all on the same page and everyone is familiar with the proper timeline, let's get started reviewing the last resort tell-all, because boy oh boy was it sloppy, messy, and dramatic. Oh, wait a second, you guys, we got one more thing to read for the timeline. I jumped the gun, did a bad. So, according to Shabuti, the 90 Day Fiancé blogger, the last resort tell-all was filmed in January of year 2025. Before that, there were rumors of a reunion for the season when the cast members were spotted together in New York sometime in October of year 2025. I'm the only one doing this fundraiser activity trying to figure out when Jasmine got knocked up. If she wasn't knocked up during the last resort, she was knocked up shortly after filming the last resort. When we first saw Gino on the last resort tell-all, he told the audience that he's got some serious dirt on Matt and he's gonna make him cry. He also shows up, which makes it because Gino is arguably the worst trash talker in the 90 Day Verse.
Jasmine is not here with us right now. I'm told she's running late, but she will be with us soon.
Jasmine was late to the tell-all and that was 100% on purpose for dramatic effect.
Yes, it was.
The producers wanted all the cast members to be there so they could have this iconic scene of Jasmine walking past them with her head held high, smiling, because she's so proud of getting knocked up by a man outside of her marriage. Now, Jasmine eventually arrives for the tell-all. She tells the audience right off the bat that she's trying to keep things cordial with Gino because they're still married, while saying that she flashes her wedding ring. And I'm just thinking to myself, how much more can you embarrass this guy? You have some audacity to wear your wedding ring while being knocked up by the dude you cheated on with.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you seem very happy. What are you doing?
Prefer not to share.
So predictable, Chica. Prefer not to share because she doesn't want the fans of the show doing the math, trying to pinpoint when exactly she got knocked up by Matt. Like I alluded to earlier in my video, there's a lot of fans speculating that Jasmine pulled a Nicocado avocado and has been posting a lot of old photos and videos and camera rolls to try and convince fans that she's still pregnant. But these fans believe that she's already had her kid with Matt.
We have superstitions in my family. We don't say like
Yeah, sure.
how long you are or the gender.
Clap it up for Sean that fixes it. And that's one of the main questions that the fans of the show have for Jasmine. And there was no pressure at all.
It's like super inner circle.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel? Loaded.
Robin in the purple suit. He's not to go off. I feel like a monkey.
I'm like I'm on a tease right now. Well, you're honestly just like.
How uncomfortable does Gino look? The host then asked Jasmine if she would like to say hello to Gino, and it is very awkward. She saw how uncomfortable Gino is that Jasmine's pregnant in the room.
Are you the father of Jasmine's baby?
I know.
Now let's look on the bright side. At least Gino isn't on the hook for child support for the next 18 years.
Then it has to be Matt. Is that right, Jasmine?
Yes.
Matt is the father of your baby.
Baffling how chipper she is admitting this news. We need to bring back pride and shame because this is just getting out of hand.
You're not surprised by that?
I'm surprised.
Do you guys realize how bad that looks on paper? How is that not marriage fraud? You have to convince the government that you're planning on spending the rest of your life with the American citizen and then you cheat on them after only 6 months of being here? That is crazy. And on top of it, she wants everyone to get behind her debacle
Simple.
to celebrate the fact that she got knocked up by another dude outside of this marriage and she has responsibilities that she dumped on her baby daddy, that she dumped on her mother. You realize that sometimes she'll occasionally post about Beyonce, but she never posts about his younger brother. She never posts about her other son, the one that's nonverbal, the one that has special needs. Why does she never talk about that kid?
Jasmine, is this a planned pregnancy?
The host then asked Gino how he feels knowing that his wife, who he wanted to have a child with, is now pregnant with another man's kid, and this is Gino's response.
Well, of course, it's heartbreaking. I mean, we were talking about having a child together, but she told me, no, I don't want to have a child with you. Now she's having a child with another man.
We also live a mile away. It's hard to feel bad for Gino here. It's more honest to pursue a relationship with a woman that is not comfortable using people and discarding them. Something that's a huge thing about Gino for me is that he thrives by placing himself in the victim position. Here, for example, he wants sympathy from the audience. Well, then why help Jasmine get away with this fake storyline on the last resort season? Does TLC really pay that well, or do you just want people to feel that bad for you? You know what I mean?
Florian and Rob. You both told Gino that he would regret his decision to have an open marriage with Jasmine. Learning what we have just learned, what would you say to Gino?
I'm not surprised to see Jasmine eye roll when the host asked Florian and Rob to give their opinions on the situation.
My apologies. My apologies.
Florian, on the other hand,
My apologies.
got upset with your wife to Gino because he was unaware that Jasmine already dated Matt numerous times before showing up at the resort. So for that reason, I believe the eye roll was solely directed at Rob.
I just knew that this was all a plan for Jasmine to be able to be with Matt. It had nothing to do with no relationship. It had nothing to do with, oh, I think this will be healthy for us. It had everything to do with, how do I get to be with Matt?
Yeah, Rob is 100% correct here. Back in episode 17 of The Last Resort, when he mentioned that it would be more fair for Jasmine and Gino to select a new partner for the open relationship, even Stacey agreed, because that is more fair than having a third person be Matt, given Jasmine's pre-existing relationship with Matt. We all saw Jasmine get triggered and have a full-blown mental breakdown saying thank you to everyone because she didn't get her way. Jasmine constantly plays the victim and puts on the waterworks every time she doesn't get her way in order to manipulate people into doing what she wants to do.
I agree careless about his opinion. His marriage didn't work as well.
Neither yours.
And yes, so what?
Mine is a lot better than yours,
take accountability.
For what?
So, base, Jasmine has never taken accountability in her life. Rob just said to her what the majority of the fan base wants to say. Jasmine proceeds to say that she has taken accountability but doesn't provide any examples of her doing so because there aren't any. So jokes.
My marriage is not working.
You said you take accountability.
I just
So you
keep
take accountability for cheating on your husband and getting pregnant by another guy.
Do I have to explain myself to you?
No, you don't have to explain yourself to me?
Now Rob mimicking her accent. Rob's winning this little back and forth. It's actually not even close. This exchange alone makes the tell all worth watching.
You are a cheating wife. You are a cheating wife.
You are a clown.
Okay.
You're a freaking clown.
Yeah, you're a
That's
freaking
what you
whore.
are.
Oh
Whoa.
shit, there it is. Jasmine called Rob a clown and he called her a whore, which is accurate because Jasmine is the dictionary definition of that word. Jasmine proceeds to stand up and walk over to Rob in a threatening way. He responds by standing up himself because he doesn't know what she's going to do. She appears like she's planning to attack him. Jasmine, very similarly to the Dirty Bird, has a history of getting violent with men, for example, Gino. So she then takes off her shoe and throws it at Rob, which is assault. Security, Vinny, and Gino rush over to break up the fight between Jasmine and Rob. Jasmine asks what the f is wrong with him, but the question is, what the f is wrong with you, Jasmine? They were just talking shit back and forth, but she resorted to violence because he was honest with her. Words have no power over you unless you give them power. Jasmine could have just called him a whore back, but instead she chose to make things physical. Whoa, Gino out of left field. Now he wants the piece. He's gonna hop on Rob's back and start talking shit to Jasmine, huh? Calling her a whore and a hoe. Okay, here's my thing with this. Once again, he's not wrong because Jasmine is the dictionary definition of that word, but that's also the hoe that you chose to marry, Gino. And it shouldn't take Rob arguing with his wife Jasmine for you to be talking. My peak of gaming was when I was playing Halo 3 and Modern Warfare with my friends after school, and the trash talk was elite. We had a very wide vocabulary. So for these guys, I mean, you can call Jasmine worse things than a whore. And I want to mix it up.
J'ai réussi un nouveau record du monde, cette fois-ci sur un jeu Sekiro en speedrun no hit, c'est-à-dire pouvoir réussir à faire l'objectif de la run et si on se fait toucher, ça veut dire qu'on
Wait, that's sus. So I spoke about this in my last video.
So what's
Pictures of himself for money back in year 2017. This isn't really a gotcha moment from Jasmine though, because given her history, she was probably doing some questionable activities to pay rent as well.
You have a gotcha towel. You stand there talking while you're pregnant by your side guy. How's the board day?
So I got a stupid grin on my face right now because one, this is wildly entertaining as messy as it is, and two, Jasmine just made a huge mistake on national TV that strengthens Rob's defamation case. So firstly, Rob brought up that Jasmine had a bastard child. Here's the dictionary definition of that: a child born outside of wedlock or to unmarried parents. A term that has now become outdated and offensive. So even though it's now deemed as offensive to a lot of people, it is an accurate description of what Jasmine has done. She does have a bastard child because she's not married to Matt. Now on the other hand, what Jasmine publicly accused Rob of doing was gay pornography, which is the representation of sexual activities between males. That's not what Rob did. He was by himself taking nude photos and selling them to clients. She is so cooked.
Yeah, I'm not okay. I'm going about that. Yeah, I want to see pictures.
Yeah, Rob wants to see the pictures because what he did wasn't gay pornography. And for Jasmine to bring so much attention to that, you don't see Rob turning around and saying, let's talk about your OnlyFans. Let's talk about what you were doing before you met Gino on the sugar website. He's not bringing up her sexual history and how she used sex and her body to make money. So, I mean, honestly, it's a low blow. The reason why people don't see it that way is because a lot of people are offended that he used the word whore. If he used hoe, I think more people would agree with his take here.
Like, I'm going to talk about this goofy ass, like,
Wow, does anyone else find it odd how Sophie didn't stand up for Rob once, especially because they're still seeing each other? Say what you want about Rob, I understand a lot of people don't like this guy, but if a guy was coming at Sophie in a whack way, I guarantee Rob would have shown up.
Yep.
Sophie instead wants to come for Jasmine because she's also a plastic user that entered a relationship with a man-child or a green card in a social media career. It's very apparent. Especially because of how she acted on The Last Resort. She was more interested in getting involved with the other couple's drama for screen time than actually working out her relationship with Rob.
so you're waiting all week to talk about my ass. Okay.
In Jasmine's mind, only she's allowed to call other people whores. For example, Lindsay, Gino's ex, Rob, and whoever Gino was on a date with in the new season of The Single Life. Yikes, Jasmine really wants to show me pictures of Rob to everyone, huh? To even go as far as to post his nudes to her audience of over 200,000 people on TikTok. I covered that in my last video. Here's a little flashback. March 27th, Jasmine posted a naked photo of Rob bending over on her TikTok. I tried my best to blur out the photo in order to respect Rob's privacy. But as you can see, Jasmine wrote over the photo saying this. This is the man calling me a whore. The same that offers BJ for $500 tune in. If you live in a glass house, you know the rest, LOL. And yes, I'm talking about the numb. The definition of revenge porn is revealing or sexually explicit images or videos of a person posted on the internet, typically by a former sexual partner without the consent of the subject and in order to cause them distress or embarrassment. Jasmine has over 200,000 followers on TikTok. This is beyond mean girl energy, and to make matters worse, her followers were laughing about this. Here's my thing with this, guys. Even if you don't like someone, it's actually evil to celebrate that someone with a massive platform like Jasmine took new pictures that Rob posted back in 2017. That was a paid-for-purchase post, meaning he sold this picture for $500 back in 2017, and she reposted it to embarrass him, and then told a bunch of egregious lies. Check this out. Look at what she's writing in the comments. Brooke commented LMFAOY, and then Jasmine responded, because he claims he was faithful and didn't have intimacy for months with anyone while he was offering his services for money behind Sophie's back. That was way before he entered a relationship with Sophie. This post has nothing to do with Sophie at all, and you would think as an SW yourself, you would stop shaming other SWs or people that did that in the past. Guess not. Jasmine publicly stated that Rob offered BJ for $500 to men, which is untrue. Defamation of character in legal terms is the act of publishing a false statement that harms someone's reputation, which can be done through spoken word or written word. I mean, this just seems evil to me. Jasmine commented, let's get one thing straight. These photos and videos of him are online because he sells them. He gave full consent the moment he put a price tag on them. Shout out to Reddit.
Do you know that God is listening to what you're saying, to what you're thinking? The same energy you give, it comes to you. May your repercussions.
Rob didn't post those pictures, by the way. They got leaked, which fucking sucks. And to make matters worse, there's a bunch of Jasmine fans claiming that what she did is revenge porn, even though it's the dictionary definition of revenge porn. Jasmine took a screenshot of Rob's picture that was leaked on Reddit, Reddit for that he sold back in 2007, and then took that photo and posted it on her TikTok. If it was a woman that this happened to, and some guy was slut-shaming a woman for selling a pay-per-view post that she sold back in 2017, the reaction would be different. So I'm just noticing.
Okay, enough of the Hindi translate. Okay. Tell you something, brother. Snort.
I might say, that's great. When's the marathon? I don't know. The marathon timing is dependent on you. It depends on when we hit 50 goals of sport, but it also depends on scheduling. For example, I said I'm here for 7 days straight, so that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. Typically, marathons do much better when I do them on weekends. Why? Because a lot of people have either school, work, off on the weekends, they have more time to plan for it ahead of time, stuff like that. In this case, because of the timing, okay, unless we get an incredible amount of sport, all right, so we're talking, I would have to get 9 more goals between now and like Sunday, right? If we get 9 more goals between now and Sunday, then yeah, we can do the marathon on Sunday. That's like, for me, my opinion is that would be the perfect time. Sunday would be the perfect day because more people would be here, food, booze, variety of games. It would be a great positive festive vibe to start the month of May. But I don't think we're going to get 9 goals between now and Sunday. I mean, we would have to have a massive rally. And the thing is, this week actually has been on the slower side. For example, this week, we have less than 30 gifted subs over on Kick, which is insanely slow for me. Usually I have way more than that. So because of that, I don't see that real momentum happening. All right. So realistically, I'm thinking that I probably will be hitting the goal maybe around the middle of next week. I mean, that's if you say, let's say I hit every goal one straight. Maybe 2 today, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, 2 Monday. We probably hit it around Tuesday. But that's assuming we hit a goal every single stream, which doesn't happen. Then again, sometimes we hit multiple goals a stream, and that's not predictable. You just don't know, right? So all that being said, let's see what happens. It's this simple. The more you support, the more goals hit, the sooner the marathon happens. I would love to do it on the weekend, but it would take probably a miracle for that to happen. You probably have to have one or several very generous individuals to come by and support, whether it's Kick, YouTube, or a tip or whatever. We have to have a giant amount of support. And I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. You know, never say never, because every time that I say something like that, all of a sudden people shock me. And, you know, quite frankly, this whole last 8-9 months has been amazing. It's life-changing. Now I have a much better setup. We have flexibility to do whatever we need to do on any stream, whether it's a PC game, a console game, no matter how much it costs, what the availability is. You know, I've been able to spend some more time with my wife, which has been great. I'm looking forward to the next couple of days where I can spend time with her, which I don't normally get to do. And it's been amazing. So I never would have told you that this would have happened in the last 9 months. I never would have guessed, okay? And it has. So, like I said, never say never. Let's see what happens over the next several days. But this would be a good time to get started. For example, last night on the Blueprint stream, support was incredibly slow. But I think that's a symptom of number one, Blueprint's now being night stream when normally it was day stream. And number two, the fact that the kind of game that it is, they'll every once in a while get someone who really likes that kind of game playing by, but it's not going to be consistent, right? So let's get back on track today. You guys have really liked Expedition 33. Me too. I love Expedition 33. I think it's an outstanding, original, fun game. I can't wait to play it today. All right, so let's get it going. Let's stick around after this podcast, enjoy the game, and also let's get some support rolling if we can. Let's see if we can hit some of these goals and get to this marathon, right? Cheers. Awesome. 1 second. So I'm just going to say, I'm a $10 tipper who started tipping today. Thank you for the support. This is great because we want to build momentum. You know, last time we didn't hit a goal, we definitely want to start hitting goals every stream now so we can do the marathon ASAP. So thank you for that. Beaver Authors, the $1.50. He says, I don't understand. If people receive memberships, what made them fake? All right. He's bringing this up because once again, this is 2 days in a row. Someone is using the VPN exploit on YouTube to mass purchase memberships. If you don't know what this is something that's been going on YouTube for something like 4 years now, and YouTube never has fixed it. They got upset because they found out that people were buying YouTube premium subscriptions this way, but they haven't fixed the problem. Here's what it is. YouTube, unlike other sites, other websites don't do this at all, but YouTube has this bizarre pricing structure. They look at the country you live in based on your IP address when you log into YouTube, and then they price things how they feel as appropriate for your country. So, for example, if you live in Argentina right now, your dollar is worth like nothing. Seriously, the Argentinian dollar has like terrible value. Okay, the people who live in Argentina don't make a lot of money. It's not like, oh, our dollar's worth nothing, so we'll get paid $1 million paycheck. So basically, the Argentinian economy and people are not doing very well. All right, because of this, YouTube prices things differently for people in Argentina. So, for example, if someone in Argentina were to buy a membership to a YouTuber, it would only cost a few pennies. Seriously. As opposed to anyone else who's going to buy it, it's like $5. But for Argentinians, it's like 2 pennies. Okay? So you might say, well, that's good because if you live in Argentina, now you can actually afford stuff, right? The problem is, people have been massively abusing this for years. What they do is they use a VPN, they pretend like they're from another country, they log in as if they're from the other country with this new account, and then they'll dump massive amounts of memberships onto the viewers of someone. And the reason that this is a problem is simple. YouTube only allows 1 membership per person. Okay? On Kick, this isn't a problem. You want to know why? Because on Kick, unlimited memberships per person, or excuse me, unlimited subs per person. There's people on Kick right now have 3 months of subs built up. Kick is crazy like that. Those let you keep having ongoing subscriptions and keep stacking. But on YouTube, you can only have 1 at a time. Now, if you are a ginormous content creator on YouTube and you get tens of thousands of viewers a day, it's probably not a big deal. But if you're a mid to small time YouTuber, if people are coming to your channel and just dumping and dumping and dumping nearly valueless memberships on your channel, what ends up happening is now you can't get valid memberships. If someone, let's say someone dumps 1,000 fake memberships on a channel, the channel only gets a few viewers a day, or 10, 20 viewers a day. Well, now let's say someone actually wanted to support your channel and tries to get you a gifted membership, there's no one to give it to. They divvy out all of them and it just sits there and never gets assigned, and therefore it never goes through, and the person actually gets refunded. This has happened to me a couple times over the years, where someone gave so many fake memberships out that my channel had something like 3,000 paid memberships, out of which I only got actually paid for like 400. So there was like 2,600 paid memberships that I got paid like $5 for overall amongst all of it. Okay, and that sucks. It does hurt the channel. But luckily for me, I no longer have all my eggs in one basket because I'm streaming on YouTube and on Kick. If someone does happen to screw over on YouTube, it's not there for the membership. People on Kick support it, kind of make up for it. You know, it's not that big of a deal. But at one point, a couple years ago, it actually did. I took a big financial hit because people were gifting so many fake memberships that, I wasn't having anyone buy real ones. That's the other thing. Everyone has a gifted membership. No one's ever going to buy a real one. And each one should have been a few bucks. So now you get nothing, right? It's all gone. So anyway, you would notice this morning, this idiot came by and gifted a bunch of my fandom. The idiot yesterday, I banned him. There's nothing you can really do. Because YouTube has to fix it. It's not even fixed by a streamer. It has to be fixed by YouTube. And we all know YouTube is one of the most lazy, slow-moving, bad timing to react to anything business has ever created. You can literally step-by-step explain to them how things are being exploited, and they just ignore it. I actually did 2 years ago. I was step-by-step explaining this to YouTube customer support. They don't care. They were just like, oh, well, don't you understand that you could quit? Mid to small-time YouTubers like my business, they can't get legit memberships. Well, oh, well, they don't care. We'll submit this to our team for review and consideration. That's all they say. And nothing ever changes. They don't give a shit. So, it's not a big deal, quite frankly. The most annoying part about it is that we're generally spam with pop-ups that really aren't beneficial. You don't need to see the 50 people that have valueless memberships, right? It's not like you're celebrating someone just massively supported the stream. It didn't happen. You made a few, but no exaggeration, for the 50 gifted subs when they dropped that, that's like $1. So, woo. Now, if you have gifted memberships, good for you. You still got it. You still get the benefits of it, but it doesn't benefit me as a streamer. You see? So, every once in a while, someone asks the question again, and I explain the situation. I know it sucks because some people don't know about it, and then when they see it happen, they're going to say, like, oh my god, look at all the support. Look at Scott. No, none of it counts. It's just nonsense. It's just stupidity. These people, abusing this. So, anyway. Alright, well, that's that. It's not a big deal. If it happens again on the stream, I'll stay here. It's not the end of the world. It's just an annoyance at this point. At one point, it was freaking me out years ago, but not really care anymore. I've been there, done that 5,000 times. Okay, so, thank you for the first couple of tips there. Let's get some more support going. Who's going to be the first super chatter of the day? Who's going to be the first member or gifted member of the day? And, over on Kick, I'm looking at all of you. Who is going to get the first sub of the day? Because we need some subs over on Kick. We really do. It's been a slow week. Like I said, we have less than 30 gifted subs on Kick, and that's crazy. Usually on Kick we get tons, and it's been almost none, this week. So let's get some subs over on Kick and get that momentum going, okay? So pretty awesome, and I'm excited for it. Next time we play, but the problem is, people are not supporting Blueprints. Last night, during that stream, we had maybe 2 people who did super chats like 1/5. Okay. At the end of the night, basically, I made $40. And I'm like, damn, that's, obviously a far cry from hitting our goals. Now, the good news is, Blueprints has done well up to now. And I love the game. It's not a game that I want to drop. It's not. I actually like it so much that I want to continue playing it. I will this week. But I do hope that people will be aware. Alright? Hopefully people will come by and start hanging out and show up and support that stream. If not, let's say you're someone who watches Blueprints on demand after the fact. Please consider supporting it in another way. A super thanks on the video helps a lot. Lets me know you're still enjoying it. Support. If you come by, do this stream, whatever you can make it. If you contribute, be sure to say, hey, FYI, this is my support for Blueprints, because I like the game, just that I couldn't make the night stream. I understand that Blueprints was many day streams, and then I had to turn it into night streams when more new games came out. Excuse me. That's what usually happens. When we play games like that are ongoing and lengthy, and, eventually they have to become late night streams. But please, let's get some support going for Blueprints. I like the game. We're so far into the game as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are something like, if you do the math, I think we're like 16 to 18 hours in, even though we're only 12 parts in. Some of those parts have been quite lengthy. Like last night, that part was like, I believe, like an hour and 20, 30 minutes. So, please support Blueprints moving forward, especially when I bring it back next week. I'm creating, like, right now, if I can play, I'd be happy playing. Because I like that much, I want to play it. I got the variety of it, right? Okay. This is hilarious. So here I am sitting here and talking about all these topics, okay? Interesting topics, things about schedule. The viewers out there are saying, your undershirt is too long. I'm talking about how the month went, talking about the awesome games I'll be playing, the games I'm playing now, planning for an awesome marathon. This is what you're thinking about. This is your major focus in life right now, is the length of my undershirt. You think maybe there might be something wrong? You think perhaps that's not normal human behavior? That you're so obsessed with my undershirt that I'm wearing on the stream? You think perhaps that could be something, there's a word for that? Perhaps there's like a diagnosis for that kind of behavior that maybe would be accurate to describe it? And that perhaps, when you hyper-fixate on something that's completely pointless and meaningless and trite, when you just can't stop hyper-focusing on it for some weird reason, it's the most important thing to the world to you, even when it's not the focus point of attention and no one else is talking about it, but you just can't help but hyper-fixate on something so inconspicuously unimportant in the world? Do you know what I'm talking about? You think there might be a name for something like that? You think we can figure it out? My clothes, in fact, they're very comfy. This is a bamboo shirt. Yes, this is a shirt made mostly from bamboo fibers, which makes it incredibly stretchy, but also incredibly cool. It's like a wicking shirt, which makes it also just a cool aerated shirt. I really like it. This shirt, I used to wear buttons. The reason I'm not wearing buttons anymore is because it's got this mismanufactured, basically. This right here is supposed to fold over, so when the shirt's buttoned, it looks good. It just flaps over, and you can't actually get it to not do that. They just $2 to say ridiculous things. All right, I'm not going to entertain the nonsense. I've already told you guys this, right? So, you know, please understand that. Those of you just got $3 stuff that I'm just not going to address on stream. All right. So next week, I'm not answering ridiculous questions. I'm not going on dramatic tangents. Okay. Okay. So now we got some big membership links here. Quickly. There we go. No, just like that. Okay, good. But people pop up, but please stop popping up in just a second. I would expect that this will keep happening over and over the course of the day. Sylvester Stallone, to address this, and you guys, I'm just gonna say this. You guys know, you well know the level of harassment that I get, and you know that I can't talk about stuff that I do outside of this room or on broadcast until it's after the fact, right? So, hey Phil, can you tell us all about what you're gonna be doing on your days off for the next 2 days, right? I have an answer for you. No, I can't tell you about anything I'm gonna be doing on my days off for the next couple of days, especially not specific. Why? Because if I did, weirdo, brainless fucks would probably try to screw with me. I can tell you about what I did on my days off when I come back, but I can't tell you about them ahead of time. So I want you to understand that it's nothing personal, right? And at all. I hope that Sylvester Stallone understands that. It's not something personal. I'm not trying to blow you off. I'm not trying to insult you or call you a jerk. I actually appreciate your interest in me and my private life and what I do. I just can't safely tell you anything. Let me tell you this. I actually do have quite a few things lined up for the days off. Because, again, I couldn't. There's certain things you just can't do on like weekends. Even though you try really hard, it just doesn't work out. Okay? So, you know, I had to take this different time off than usual to do certain things. Go do this, say this in the stream, do this. Because they're on a stop account. And no one knows it's them, they do that. Oh, you know, they'll never figure it out. Who I am. It's a new account for a stop account, right? Anyway, Zangief says, yeah, after I continued last week, people kept following me, I kept harassing me, but it's not my main account, so I don't care. That's what I mean. I would strongly recommend anyone who's actually going to support me in some way. You should not have any public-facing account that has real information about you. You should protect your identity online. You should always do that. Like, just in general, everyone should be doing that anyway. But notably, when you're doing anything positive towards me, understand that there are actually mentally ill people who stalk me and my followers and my viewers and stuff like that. Right?
The binding of Isaac.
So, yeah, it's just a good strategy. You know, don't open yourself up to online stalking and harassment by using accounts. But for example, if you have an active YouTube channel that you use all the time and stuff, never use that channel to contribute to you. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna tip, never tip with your real name. Never tip with like an account that's another account online that you want to use, right? Never do that. Make up new names, make up new things. That's the way to protect your identity. It's just the way to survive these nut jobs on the internet.
Which is good. Okay, but now we have. Why aren't you uploading?
Blue says, as you know, I used to be on YouTube. You also know, but I used to send in tips and things like that. I literally had to leave YouTube. My email was linked to an Xbox account. I had someone email a dude I worked with. Absolute insanity. Think about that. Because someone contributed to me with a YouTube account associated with it. Someone data mined it to the point where they were emailing, harassing people around them. Have nothing to do with anything. But do you see how crazy that is? And that's how people are. These people are actually insane. When people say to me, "No, that's not true," why would you say that? No, it is. People who are of sound mind do not act like that. Because people of sound mind realize this is the one life you get on planet Earth. You have a limited amount of time to breathe, to act, to live. You must make the best of the time you have on this planet because it's going to be gone someday. And that's just human condition. So people who are mature enough to understand that realize, man, I got limited time. I got to use my time for good things, for fun things, positive things, building others and myself up, making positive things for others. Now I'm going to spend my entire day harassing, stalking, bringing down others around me.
Heartbreaker.
What good does that do? Now it takes away from your life experience, others' life experiences, making you miserable. When you become a certain age and a certain level of intelligence and maturity, this epiphany happens. This switch flips in your head. You're like, God damn, I got limited time left. I got to make the best of it. The people who act like this, these online crazy harassers, are fucked up. They're not of any mature level of thought. So to them, actually creating people on the internet they don't know is a good and valid use of their time because they're just not mature. It's the brain of a pea up here. It's a fucking, you know, an infant. And some people, sadly, never get that light switch to flip on. They actually stay ignorant their whole lives. They don't get that epiphany level of, oh, shit, I should do something good for a change. And that's pretty sad, isn't it? Because I feel more and more people on this planet are never getting that moment of maturity and epiphany. Instead, it's just they stay in that really fucked up, vision, almost cold-like way of thinking. What meaning does their life have? Pretty sad, huh? Well, the reason I use the term LARPer is very simple. It means live-action role player, but it's the perfect way to describe someone who is a troll or an internet messed up person who pretends to actually like me or anyone, but the only reason that they're actually there is to hurt the person or deride the person, right? So here's a perfect example of that. Someone claims that they're a supporter of mine, but then they sit in the chat. When someone new comes in, they harass the newcomer with, hey, you support me? Why are you supporting Phil? Why would you do that? It's my job to say, hey, here's the ways to support my stream. Here's what you do. By doing that, they're creating a hostile environment, so that person who's a newcomer will actually be like, whoa, I don't like this atmosphere, and they leave and never come back. They're actually trying to hurt me, not help me, and they do it on purpose. They know it's against the rules, but they do it anyway. That's a live-action role player or LARPer, a pretend fan who's here only to try to hurt me or get thrown to my side or actually try to give me a downfall when it's never really happened. But that's what they're doing. They're being disingenuous with their actual, way that they act and say, okay? Exactly, Kate. When was the last time you donated? You want to support? I've never seen you super chat. Why aren't you contributing? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Wait, why would you do that to a newcomer? Because you actually want to piss them off or scare them off and then they never come back. That's why. And that's what these LARPers are doing. It's time to end the show, everybody. Thanks for a great week. Thanks for a great month. I just want to say, it's been a great month. April in general was a really good shooting month. Okay, I had a great time with all of you. It didn't matter. We were just chilling. We were building Legos. We were doing crazy birthday marathons. We were shooting people in Call of Duty. We were beating people up in RPGs. We were all this stuff. We talked about WrestleMania. And opening packs of cards. Right? Like so many things we did over the course of this month, right? Which is a great month in general, and an unexpectedly good month because again, on paper, it didn't look like many games were coming out, but then we got shocking releases like Blueprint, Oblivion Remastered, that ended up being really good, right? So thank you so much. Like I said, the way I see it is this: if on a month when there's pretty much nothing going on, things can be great. Then imagine months coming up with big high-profile new releases, new consoles launching, right? Big events happening. I think we're gonna have a great time together moving forward for the rest of this year. If anything, what we see is because I have the gaming PC, because I have the ability to get and afford anything set up, right? We have that flexibility to do whatever, and it's a much better feeling. I used to be so confined to, oh, I can only play on a certain console, I can only afford a certain thing. It's a very different feeling. It's a great feeling. Thank you for an amazing month. I'm very much looking forward to May. In May, there are several releases like Doom the Dark Ages, the Capcom Collection, among others, that I think are going to be very exciting, but also continuing out the things we're doing and stuff like that. All good stuff. So thank you guys. I'll see you in May. All right, guys, I'll be gone for a few. Enjoy these clips. When we come back, it's time for more Expedition 33, and I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. We're already 2/3 of the way to the goal.
Ouch.
The stream, maybe an opportunity to do a double goal, like the last time. We'll see. But thanks, guys. I'll see you in a few.
Gyp though. I got the gyp though. I got the gyp though. I got the gyp though. I have time for one more. Then we'll go back to making content and filming. Sounds good. What's else? Let's go with this house.
The Cricut Make It Your sales event is on. Save up to 40% on Cricut smart cutting machines, heat presses, and more. Plus, get the supplies you need to make gifts she'll love for Mother's Day and beyond. Shop limited time deals to create special moments with matching accessories, me-time must-haves, and so much more. Don't miss these savings. The event ends soon. Shop now at Cricut.com or participating retailers.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. We're 3 minutes alone. What can I say? Let's get right into it. But like I said, the conversation for 1 part 2 is really cool episode. I don't even know what happened. I watched it on Twitter, so I should probably tell you everything you need to know. But
Samantha, no, you won't.
I was looking at it. All they did was Georgie and Darcy showing.
Please welcome Darcy and Georgie.
The only reason I remember that was because how shocked I was when I saw Darcy. Like, I might be trying to fuck up. Holy cow, what are the handsome screw what's going on here? And I've said this before. I love Darcy. Me and Darcy, we can get along. Me and Darcy had a sit-down conversation. I think I would have a good time.
A little bit of a ride here and there, but
Even when she first started doing some work out and everything, it's like, oh my god, Darcy, no, you look hideous. I honestly didn't think it was that bad at first. You know, like when she was dating that one English girl, what was his name? Tom? Yeah, Tommy Boy. Or narcissistic Tommy Boy. In those episodes, I thought she was great. Honestly, I compared that to when she was dating Jesse. And hating aside, he was like 10 toes down. That's a glow. Come on, that's a glow. This right here might be a bit mucho.
So 8 times 4 is 24. No, it's 32. So 320, which is around 5 hours.
And I got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dumb shit.
So look, I really want a lot of bad things to say about Stacey. Like, she's very nice, sweet woman. Like, she's chill. You know, she's chill. I like that. But what I will say is, if she's not nice, obviously, I feel like Darcy actually might be better than that part. Like, she can probably play out this scene and make it believable for me. But this scene right here, no way it was it. That night is like Jackson is off. The location sharing was off. Wait, she probably already said to use the phone. You were saying, I'm looking for right now. It's what it's saying. You want to delete the location or you want to delete the location? I don't remember. No.
I'm understanding your wife. You bully women and it's sad.
You understand what you're saying?
I'm sorry for you.
Jesus Christ, help me. That's what you know. Oh, he has some kind of vendetta against all the men on set for some
Vendetta.
She's gonna be going after me. Clear. That's like their situation. I really don't know the facts. And what I will say is, I've seen Florian be like kind of treated to a lot of women on set. No, so he's white. To me, that would be an issue. That's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
Like Stacey's essentially saying, it's ironic that when you're helping out these strong girls, your location is off. And Florian's response is, if I disable my location, you get a notification on your iPhone. Which, yeah. But also, you know, there's a lot of ways to disable your location without notification. You know, same way turning on airplane mode would disable a lot of the cellular data stuff. Take it how you will. But that's not the issue. I mean, the root of the issue is very simple. Loving when you're married without your wife every weekend. It's insane. Are you just asking for trouble at that point?
Who here thinks that Florian might cheat again? Sophie, Jasmine, Julia, Ari?
No, it's no.
Hey, you're laughing about it? Tell me all I need to know. Stacey, how do you feel about your sister Darcy also raising her hand? I feel like we're both in the same boat. Like, I feel George would do the same thing. George would do the same thing.
You didn't do shit.
You know, George, you can't be straight from romance land. That's crazy. Look at Felix Stacey's just saying that despite Darcy's come on and playing field, but
And now let's don't cheat. Don't cheat. George would do the same thing.
I'm just telling you that folks just believe that boyfriend, husband, fiance, whatever. When she on their sister, they just video about it. I mean,
George would do the same thing.
what can you expect? He's playing Rennie, your boyfriend, again, for years.
Once and for all, did you ever cheat on a man? Anything on this like full disclosure? If you're a man, he's for nice. Okay. We were taking a nap. I noticed you were doing this in your street. I grabbed your phone and I looked at it and it said, I love you, and that was just one of the
telling you, watch your seconds. I really listen to it. It goes on saying just super anxious, super nervous, on your first few tears. See, you stuff. He knew he would try to play off a politician. Well, you know, one thing I'll say is, actually, the only thing I'll say on this is, this is a big team who wants to be a billionaire. Answer the questions, yes or no.
All right, so maybe I'm just gonna try one more time. When Ari was pregnant with your son, did you cheat on her?
I want to say yes.
While she was pregnant?
Before someone, I apologize.
I knew you guys wouldn't say the same energy.
Oh, that's where she has a weird fascination. Everybody on stage, you gotta turn off him. She looks around. Hey. For the record, you are under she learned when she's pregnant. I don't care what it is. I remember when she got pregnant, which really hard this whole thing that going on. She probably wasn't really sure that inside of you. Therefore, you cheated on your wife when she's pregnant. But Ari, she's Ari. She makes it so hard to run. Like, I'm dead serious about the fascination pictures. Even during the show, she makes support surfing. The 2-3-4 table videos. No one's arguing on things. No one's arguing on rock.
Everything's so cute here. I do all that. Like, I don't need people to know about it. You guys all, especially Julia, you called Rob out on it, but nobody wants to call Vinny out. I know all the teams. They talked to you earlier today. You were there. I'm not there. Okay. You know what? That was crazy.
It's almost as if she joined the show, not even for therapy, for the sole reason of having the validation of watching everybody gang up on things.
I knew you guys wouldn't say the same energy that you say for Jasmine. And he's also a cheater, but you can't
I
dictate
don't
him.
know if he's a cheater because I can literally
But
go
you're
there and see.
defending someone who made my life hell.
I'm because by that time I will be selfish and then actually I thought I'm sorry for that I'm sorry and then I'm working on myself. Yes, I want to change. I want to be good fun. By that time I will be selfish and say so I apologize. And then actually I thought I'm sorry for that I'm sorry and then I want to be good fun. I want to move because for our son like for
Okay, slow your roll there, buddy. I know this man prepared that virtue speech just for this moment, and it came out horribly. It sounded like he was smoking Adderall. That 10 million vanilla got going. I'm so sorry, I'm a good father.
Slow it down.
I promise you, it's not English. Like, he's so fine. They're show. It's simply because she got caught. She got exposed. That aside, I understand where you're coming from, Ari. But you're tripping balls right now. Nobody on stage is defending Benny right now. We can all unanimously agree. He's a bad guy. But anyway, so Benny brought up the fact that he wanted to be a good father, and she's like, well, you could start by actually just being there, being visibly present.
I want to change. I want to be good fun.
Yeah, but you know what's worse than seeing a fight is when he doesn't see you. Because guess what? In 20 years from now, you're not going to remember any woman's name that you dated for a few days or slept with or whatever. But you know what you are going to remember? You're going to remember the good time your son is going to remember. And whatever time you put in with him is the time he's going to get back to you in your life.
Amen to that. I have one life, one family.
I thought they said what?
Well, some, you know, I thought it quite funny that Jasmine was just so vocal about, oh, Benny boy, you gotta be there for your son. Considering the fact that she has two sons, still in Panama, probably wondering where their mom is. Now, some of you guys might come to her defense, but hear me out. We all know Jasmine spent a fortune on surgical procedures, then turned around to Gino and helped fund the sponsorship for her kids. Why can't she just allocate a portion of those funds for the sponsorship of her kids? What's more important, BBL or your kids? Furthermore, when we saw her in Panama, she was living in this high-rise luxury apartment funded by either Gino or Dad's boyfriend.
Just for filthy rich people in Panama. Those are my neighbors, not yours.
It's like $3,000.
Yeah, and that party must have been way on or something, because I didn't see no kids, we got a mention of kids inside. Anyways, Sean brings up Ari's mother. They started talking about the topic as to why Ari was holding all his social media passwords for what seemed like ages. And apparently this man had been quite a catch, like he's been attracting a ton of women who's been trying to ferociously suck him dry, which is what he initially wanted, but in this case, it was his bodies.
People that have been involved with him are opportunists. And so there have been situations, one particular that I can think of, after the woman realized there wasn't going to be a relationship, she tried to extort him.
Yeah. But like me, I don't understand.
And threatened to put things on social media that weren't true if they didn't get what they wanted, which is money.
Yeah, that's not too hard to believe. I mean, I've been here and said he had right $200. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Now, Ari, she's just on some weird power trip. She starts accusing just a man, by the way.
Why just leave? Why charge? Why not get any of these people?
Yeah, I don't know, Ari, probably because this is the first fucking time anybody's heard this story.
You know, my mom was out here and explaining to you. I think I'm saying the same thing too. I'm like, why have you guys
You say
understand?
it a sweet way, in a lovely
Oh,
way.
I'm not sweet and lovely.
But he would be quiet and hear.
But why would you be quiet when you hear me?
You boys simple.
But you wouldn't let me
I
talk.
never heard you say anything about
You want me to say that?
Right, that's not how I know.
Like, literally took her 0.2 seconds to prove 40 right.
You boys simple.
I go from you guys never let me talk to, well, I didn't talk because they didn't let me talk.
You wouldn't let me talk. You didn't want me to say that.
See, the thing is, I don't think she's stupid. But no, I think she just has a hard time expressing her thoughts. And I love this is like emotional argument. Because she probably feels some type of way about all the dudes, you know, just defending Benny and being friendly with Benny despite not knowing the full story. And she keeps on highlighting this point of, I never got the chance to say my story.
You guys never really gave me a chance to say my side of the story, and I'm glad that you're getting it now, but I definitely felt that I never had an opportunity to explain this story.
That's such a weird therapy show where there was like a dozen fucking therapy sessions, and each session, everybody got to say their piece.
Ari, how about for you?
Ari and Vinny. Ari, are you open and ready to share? Everybody okay?
We've had some sessions. What do you guys think about Let's just hear happy now.
Possibility to say your story, decide not to. It's also very one of them. It's also funny because she keeps saying, oh, I keep standing there, and they all put together and defend each other. There's literally dudes on this show that don't like them.
Dorian, on Between the Sheets, you said that Vinny did not respect his wife enough.
What?
Benny got more respect for his wife, and I see this kind of thing.
Why is not the same fucking
I knew you were going to say the same energy that you say.
No, the real reason Cody brought this up is because people get like all up on his phone.
That's my country. I said people are like that. Benny never really said nobody inside. Whoa.
Whoa. Such a douchebag, dude. Such a douche.
Dorian felt disrespected. I don't feel like you can tell him to not feel disrespected.
A lot of men don't want other men all up on their wives. Like, it's not a hard concept, especially when Misty right here. It's a habitual cheater. You know, self-control with women. Again, I was aiming these dudes on stage, all this man on a C-19 protocol list with a wife 6 feet apart at all times, buddy. And funny enough, there's one dude who's okay with being all up on his wife. Could you guess who?
Honestly, I had no problem with Benny, grabbing Jasmine and dancing with her playfully.
Look at you, you know what tell us? Well, where anybody just whip your white saucer salad the whole nine, even Dorian's looking at him like, hello, this guy. But anyways, apparently, Benny dancing all up on wives didn't just affect the men. It generated a lot of drama between women as well.
2 days ago, in a brunch, Benny had promised everybody, you with me, you with Gino, I'll invite me, I hate you a bitch, and that just bothered me, and I just want to ask her. I'm just joking when I said those messages. But later, when another cast member told me, like, she doesn't like your share, hate your share, jealous of your shit, friends with like, so that's his not job. Julia is such a hate.
Now, first, it sounded really bizarre, but when I really think about it, like, again, this was just a misunderstanding instigated by Jasmine. And I'll tell you why. See, both Ari and Julia admitted that Ari texted, I hate you, Julia, in front of her face right after the whole voodoo whip scene.
And I texted Julia in front of her, I hate you, bitch, and then like showed it to her and she was laughing about it.
Now, Ari played it off like a joke, but deep down I feel like she meant something. Because if there was one girl that Vinny was all up on, it was definitely Julia.
Even if I didn't like someone, I would never send that message. Well, no. You acted like one.
I mean, Julia said, and later another cast member told me, you were jealous, Who else would that be? Who's the other cast member that's been instigating a whole bunch of bullshit?
She came to us and she showed us the text and she's like, you were jealous, you were mad at her. We were literally sitting together. I think it goes to like that. You were smoking. Full transition. He wants to drive himself to things. It has to her dad. Really? And he's like, begging her. That's why she told us her other. I mean, she's all for it. Get your bag. Her rock is useless.
I'll tell you exactly where she got it from. Oh, so Sophie doesn't live with you. I said, no, she hasn't lived with me in a while. She said, how does she pay for things? I said, I don't really know. She said, you think she has a sugar daddy? I said, I mean, I don't know how she pays for things, but I don't know.
I'm so sorry. It's not you. I'm so sorry.
I couldn't think of another cast member that would give a fuck other than Jasmine. Whatever, I mean, they ended up just hugging it out, so it's whatever.
No, I love it.
Now, Ari's brother Vinny saw this hugging excited. Control B. I love that.
That's sweet.
You can tell Ari wasn't feeling that. But yeah, Sean was on Josh and Natalie. She started asking Josh, what's fine.
Again, like just lots of
It was several moments ago. She said we thought it was saying, it's an action I need. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Oh, yeah, we told Jasmine. You can tell. Also, Josh basically said that, yeah, he was just using Natalie for his own self-gratification. Surprise, surprise. Never saw her as a girlfriend. Wants nothing to do with her. Wants no part of her inside his home.
It's not like my home is some magical, mystical place. It's not like I'm hiding anything there.
And of course, when it comes to Natalie, nothing's for free. Like, it always comes at a cost of some crazy antics.
Now we went on social media rants, basically calling me a bad father.
So just looking to other people, sort of like stuff in the back. And I let myself go some stuff. It was just according to my page. Not of his. People really worried about the woman.
Because you posted something and I'm a bad father and I have a felon living with me. And that my daughter should be scared.
According to Natalie, you can start a rumor calling somebody a PDF, a manslaughterer, a threat enthusiast, keywords. But yeah, as long as it's on your page, you're good. I don't think she understands that rumors like this could have CPS knocking on this man's door, potentially taking his daughter away. So yeah, any parent would be furious. Like, the girls were like, oh, what? But it's really hard to believe because it's Natalie. Like, we've seen how Natalie is. He was screws.
It came down to Natalie calling my ex-wife names, calling her a hooker. Oh, yes, you have. Oh, yes, you have. Nothing I'm saying is made up. You call my ex-wife names. You know how close, everybody knows how close I am with my family, and I value these relationships. And you are a threat to those relationships. Natalie, you're being a liar. Stop. Good luck to your life.
Wow.
So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the episode. As much as we all just point a finger at Natalie and call you Josh here takes 50% of the responsibility. He thinks she was crazy, just like we think she was crazy. He knew what she wanted, and that's how he wanted, but instead he still dealing with her. So, you know what I'm saying? Yo, stay Steve James, don't sleep with prices. Who has some grows, where you water, after you run long enough to find out.
Yeah, you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the only segment I don't care about is the general and the segment. Thank God for the preview of part 4.
Was one of the rules of the contract to use protection?
what's the fella?
Why not do that right now?
Seems like that's what probably gonna get into us. But yeah, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Fair left to us. As always, like, comment, subscribe, shoot this and more. I'll see you guys in part 2. I'm just sitting inside. Yeah, got a lot to catch up on. So today's gonna be exit tunnel part 1, part 2, part 3. How many other parts are there?
Okay. Yeesh. Hello. Okay, we're doing.
To me, there would not be a conversation after that. You see, I didn't see this since I've been watching, but apparently this was the final night game. We saw some things. This was right after the news. He gets it. This is typically him. Because all white is
What? 6:41, okay. And we're back for part 3 of some dope music. This is not really a sunset, it's too early for a sunset, but we're almost there, so let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy this. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Oh. good. Everywhere I go. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Don't wink, it's wink. Oops, what am I doing? Okay. Don't wink, it's a wink. Welcome to the show. Everything won't having a wonderful day. I know, it feels weird to have a horizontal video, but I have to charge a phone. First of all, there you go, it's working. That's all I needed. That's all. Don't wink, it's your wink. Welcome to the show. Everything won't having a wonderful day on this 30th April 2025. We are doing part 2 of Why Last of Us is a masterpiece. I'm sorry about the horizontal camera. I was supposed to finish this video. And people in the back can put music like I'm egging in. Then I heard them start talking. I'm like, okay, well, let's charge the phone. The phone is still at 40%, and I have about 2 hours left of stuff to do. So we're still eating, right? And we're talking about season 2 of Last of Us, or second game. Now, before we start, I have to tell you guys why we're doing this video. So, as I told you guys, I love Abby. I was really afraid of my perception, right? And the 2 first times I played the game. So the first time I played the game was okay. See, this is how horrible we are at talking. We played Last of Us Part 1. Oops, you see? We have something to clean the screen. There you go. There you go. Much better. Not perfect, but you see, I can charge it. There you go. I think about charging the phone also. That's why I'm resistant to move it too much. So what ended up happening was, the first time I played Last of Us Part 1, played 4 or 5 times. I played Last of Us Part 2 times. One on stream and one on stream, which was the pandemic. Now, at this time of the pandemic, listen, I'll be completely honest, I'll be completely fair. We're trying to run away from, not run away, but run through games like crazy. So what ended up happening was my very first game I streamed was Pokemon, which was a 72 hours playthrough. The second game that I played was, I think it was Borderlands and Kingdom Hearts. And they were a kind of lengthy game. And I was like, dude, I'm 4 months in, and also I was working, I'm 4 or 5 months in, and I have 2 playthroughs completed. Technically, that's not true. Technically, that's not true because Kingdom Hearts was 6 games. I had a Devil May Cry series that I did, which was felt like one because Devil May Cry is a short game. I wanted more and more content and different video games, right? So that's why I tried to run from it. But the very first time, I hated the game because it was so emotional. I hated the game because it put me through so much. At the same time, it was a game of more so, I'm enjoying playing it. I haven't played it in a while. Let's do this. But at the same time, it wasn't long enough because we played Last of Us 1, and 2021. We played Last of Us 2 in 2021. When we played 2020, right? So, but at the same time, I ran through it. And the second one, I always preferred, by far, Abby. To me, Abby is the main character, right? Everybody hated her, so I was like, why are they hating on her? And then I started listening to people and why they like Abby, right? And then what I did was I went on YouTube and I watched a whole cutscene. So the whole cutscene is about 10 hours for Last of Us 1, Last of Us 2 is 10 to 12 hours. And I watched a whole thing. Where I think we're doing some content in the background. It's not wasted time, it's wasted. It's wasted, I don't remember the story, but still. And I remember, and I finally realized was Abby, and why Last of Us 2 is so good. People didn't like Abby, people didn't like Last of Us 2. It feels like it's an agenda of wokeism, there's trans people, you know. But at the same time, Last of Us is so much more than that. At the very core, in the second game, in the very first hour, Joel gets killed. Now, there's 2 people. So Last of Us 2 is 2 people. And the greatest thing is, in Last of Us 1, it is 2 people. It is Joel and Ellie, and Last of Us 2 is Ellie and Abby. The difference is, they're facing off. And it's amazing because Ellie goes on a rampage to find Abby, because she killed Joel, right? And Abby, we learn why she killed Joel. The very first time you're playing, you're supposed to hate Abby for what she did. But in my mind, and again, I don't really get somebody, people get pissed, but in my mind, I was like, okay, well, Joel is dead, Let's focus on who's still alive. Again, mentality of, once the game is finished, let's move on. And me, I had a choice between Abby and Ellie. So of course, Ellie was my very first person that I cared about, but very quickly, I did like Ellie a lot. Then I did like her more, and then I started hating her, right? And then Abby was the complete opposite. But then, mechanically speaking, this is so important. So they both started 3 days of Seattle. So there's day 1, you got Abby that's here, you got Ellie that's here. And then day 2, day 3, they meet, right? And then, what exactly happened, which was fantastic, is, like, they're both in, even then, when I finished Last of Us 2, I remember playing Tears of Arise. And Tears of Arise is a very lengthy action game. And so that in between was just weird, right? And then at first you're supposed to hate Abby, but Abby's journey is to prove how good of a person she is. Okay? And you may not agree with what she done. So Abby is day 1. You can tell that she's a good person. So for example, right? She's working with the wolf, and the wolf are a group that are replacing the Firefly. So technically speaking, what ends up happening is kind of like Days Gone. People that thought that we are responsible for why the court is attacked. We are responsible for the infected, so we are to blame. And those people are against everything that is mechanics. They don't even use weapons, they use bow. They use dogs and they use weapons, but there's a lot more of them, right? And they live in a very dangerous world. So right away when you meet them, Abby gets captured, and then we discover a character who is really, really, really cool. And Abby's story is a tale of characters. So characters like this. So I'll tell the whole story of the games. Now please understand I won't play this twice, I don't know the story by heart. But basically Ellie goes in. We're seeing a very short prologue with Ellie. And her and Joel are on not a good term because she learned what he did. Ellie is living her own life now. Joel's trying to help her out, but she's like, no, I'm my own person, go away. There's a specific scene, and See, at the second game, Ellie is a very angry person. So in the first part of the game, there's a party. So the game started the day after a party. Then the party, which is the very first scene here, Ellie and Dina kiss. Everybody said, hey, there's kids around. Don't act like lesbians around kids. They're lesbians. And then Joel, they go talk to her and that. And she gets mad at him. Not that the guy was a bigot, but at him. She got mad at him. Right? And he was just trying to protect her. Right? And then, it's crazy. Abby, she goes after Joel. So Abby, she goes after Joel, which is a huge spoiler, is technically speaking, the doctor. So Abby, yeah, that's complex. So Abby's father was a member of the Fireflies, right? So the Fireflies, I think this is important to talk about again. The Fireflies, once again, this is where we start the video. The Fireflies, once again, are a group from the government. So the government were being crooked, were being corrupted. They were saying, hey, we don't have a lot of food. They were keeping food for the elites, right? Classic shit. The Fireflies, what they did was they were in guerrilla. And the guerrilla came in and was like, hey, let's take care of everything. However, the problem with the Fireflies was they believed in a broken system. They believed in finding a cure. So they put most of their people finding a cure. Oh my god, it's complex. So basically, the problem with the Fireflies is, at first, they were nicer than the government. But then they realized that the government was kind of right. We don't have enough resources for everybody, right? So then, instead of putting forces or trying your best to develop, right? So here is the fantastic thing. Here is the fantastic thing. When you read The Wolf, where again, the wolves are the children of the Fireflies. Fireflies didn't work, the wolf was born. They have this stadium where they you know, and then they have plants and everything like that, and they have dogs, and they live a really good life. However, since the very first game, Thomas wanted to do. He had already plans. He was already taking care of farms. He had a very sustainable living. They chose it down because it was electricity. That was a huge thing, right? And the wolf, they have like solar panels and shit like that. So it's kind of like a good thing too. The wolf, so the Fireflies, they did, instead of working to establish a future, they were trying to fix past. So what happened is they were trying to fix the infection. The wolf are more rights because okay, so the wolf are more rights. The wolf were more right because they're trying to fix the situation. The Fireflies was wrong because they were trying to fix the past. The wolf were trying to fix the present. However, the wolf are constantly fighting against the people that told them about believe that the new world shouldn't have electronics, right? So we're constantly fighting with them, and they're constantly getting attacked, and they're constantly defending what we have, right? Because technically speaking, so the place that Joel has is very far from anything else. Very far from anything else. It's recluse, it's sealed away, it's isolated. There's nothing for miles. If you know what it is, if you know where it is, don't find it. Otherwise, you have to look for it, right? Versus the people in the stadium that are part of a city. So they're part of a city, and then the people that build the technology are living in the city. You know, so they put themselves in surrounded by the enemies. They constantly have to stand off and protect. Because hey, again, I'm gonna be honest and say that the stadium is so good, so good. I can't help the stadium of Walking Dead because again it's apocalyptic. But the prison was incredible. The prison was incredible. The prison super gave seat Alexandria in every single way. The prison could have been the place that could have been the future, right? So the governor he would still be in the prison. How the prison was overrun. So the stadium is the prison. Like there are places that you wouldn't think are super good, but are super good. So then what happened is Abby Drew gets ambushed, right? And then she gets captured by the people that don't believe. She's rescued 2 people. She wants to get back to where she is, but she wanted to help the people. So technically speaking, is Abby realized how wrong the wolves are and how so it's complex. Abby kind of realized, the reason why Abby killed Joel, right? And you see, she gets beefed up and she's becoming a war machine, right? Because at the very end of Last of Us, there's a scene where they're operating on Ellie, and then the doctor, Joel killed the doctor. The same Ellie. The doctor was Abby's father. So the only reason that she kills Joel is to cycle revenge. You kill my father, I'll kill you. And the funniest thing, the nicest thing, the one scene that is an hour in the game that should tell you, hey, Abby killed a bad person. They capture Ellie, Tommy, and Joel. Tommy, they knock him off because he had a bad leg, and Ellie, they knock her out. What they do is they release Tommy and Ellie, right? And Tommy's like, I'm gonna avenge my father. Ellie's like, you're taking with you. He's like, no, it's too dangerous. So what happened is, Tommy kind of go on a suicide mission. So kind of go on getting a suicide. He's like, well, I'll take care of it. I'll kill my brother. And if I fail, I won't have to live with the guilt. He wants better for Ellie. And at first, this is gonna be a very important part of the game. Ellie, she has everything. She has a nice place. She has a girlfriend. Okay, so it's context. You remember when she told you that she had a best friend called Jessie? Well, Jessie is the ex of his girlfriend, and they have a kid. She's pregnant. So Ellie raised a kid, right? And they have this perfect life. And they achieve success. They live off. They have own farm, the 2 of them. They have this good life, and then we said no. And he's very rich. And at that point, Ellie's fucked up. She's missing fingers. She's fucked up. But she still want to go, right? Tommy is completely killed off. So Ellie is the only one, right? Now, the problem with Ellie is she goes to the type of vengeance, right? And if Abby never go into Ellie, because Abby is a bit easier. So Abby goes in, right? And she finds 2 others hostages, and she protects them. Then she learned from their belief, and she learned that these people, they get raped, right? Because they're women, right? And they get treated like absolute shit. These people are savages. And she's like, this is crazy. And the wolf, she realized the wolf are now a lot better. She realized the wolf depends on waiting a lot for food and shit like that. They realize the wolf are kind of wrong for what they're doing. They're not the okay, so let's put it like that. And after with Walking Dead, there's so much more information. They're kind of like the sanctuary, right? So they're very strong, and they're kind of not necessarily bullying people, but they take what they need by force. Versus the settlement of Tommy, which is growing shit and self-sustainable. The wolf are not quite yet sustainable. They're dependent. So Abby, and the worst thing is Abby. There's a very specific scene, and that's why I love Abby. Abby, she lost her father, and she had a boyfriend called, I don't get the name of it, something like that. And then she had this boyfriend. She has a boyfriend, and his boyfriend gets another girl pregnant, right? And he still tells her, "Oh, I love you," and they fuck. Now the fucking scene, people hate that scene because Abby's quite muscular. She looks a bit manly, people like that. But it's a very important scene because she makes her believe, I still love you, I still want you, right? But it's not true. It's not true. She's just using her. And you know, and it's crazy because Ellie goes for Abby because Abby is. Ellie goes to kill Abby because again Abby was captured, so she kills all her friend of Abby's. Where's Abby? Where's Abby? Where's Abby? Right? And the last moments of Ellie is one of the person that she killed. They ended up in a field full of 40 cents, and the friend of Abby, she's like, yo, you're gonna get out of here alive. And he's like, I'm a mean bitch. And it's super fun because again, it shows the character of Ellie. She's very vengeful. She goes on this kind of revenge, and it's nice because again we wanted to avenge Joel, we wanted to avenge Joel. And we're gonna get into at the very end of this video why this is such a clever thing. But she goes into a path, she loses Jesse, she loses Dina, so Jesse gets killed, trying to help her. And Dina, she said, you either have to choose between revenge and me, right? And it's not clear for how many years Ellie has been looking for Abby. It's been years. Abby at this point is not in the wolf anymore. She lives a peaceful life. She lives a very peaceful life actually. And she meets another group of people. That other group of people are bad news. They're like a gangster group, like a bad group, who are also using force to kill everything that you want. And Abby's not even part of that. She's hiding from those people. So yeah, it's super cool. And ultimately, the craziest thing about it is, there's like a time skip, and Ellie gives up most of her shit to get information, and she gets stuck like next to nothing. And it's kind of like purposeful because again, she ends up being this one weapon, and then it's to prove like how close she is to losing everything. But then, so Ellie, the whole shit is vengeance. She kills people. There's a scene where she's like, it's a really badass scene. Ellie is badass in this game. She gets out of like the water, and there's a person with placing PSP, right, which is PlayStation Sony. She takes a knife, and she's like that, and says, hey, if you tell me where she is, I will kill you. So she tells her where she is, she kills her. So this is something that Joel would do. However, Joel at the end, he's not that person anymore. He learned from the mistakes. Abby is learning from the mistakes. Now, the reason why we're doing this video is because people like Abby now, but they don't, okay. The people that are liking the show, they don't like Abby because of what she is. They like her because of the actress. They don't like Bella as Ellie. My opinion on Bella as Ellie is. She's a great actress. She might not look like Ellie, but she pulls it off. And, you know, so the person that plays Abby looks more like Ellie than Bella does, right? And you're saying that, oh, she's better than Ellie. You just don't like Ellie. You just don't like, you've been trying to play Bella for years, right? So the person that's Abby and she's cute, right? So, and then there's also, okay, so it's kind of bullshit, but I kind of understand what happens. So then Pedro took a picture with her. So Pedro saw that, I'm not in this head as well, but he saw the hate that Bella was getting. And he was like, yo, she's new, I don't want her to get hate. He knew that's because she was playing a hate character. And like I told you, Abby was really hated. People that said people were aggressive, people hated on the voice actress. And yeah, so she took a picture with her to later. And like, oh, there's such chemistry. So they want to be like Abby because of that actress, not because of who she is. I like her because of who she is. Ellie, for everything's sakes, she goes on all of these trips and she kills. And you realize that although we like Joel, so this is a bit of a spoiler. It is a bit of a spoiler, even though we like Joel, Abby was justified. Ellie killed people, she almost killed the entire village. She's a pretty fun person, right? And Abby, she does the same thing. Abby, she killed the village. However, that village is full of the people that we used to rape and bully her friends. So they're not good people. And they're not good people. So they're like, okay, well, yes, you killed a lot of people, but they had a toxic mentality. So you kind of doing the world a favor, right? In the first game, we're seeing the same thing. In the first game, there's a group of people, right? And they're cannibals. They're eating actual people, right? And then they capture Ellie. So we kill them. And the guy is like a PDF. So he wants to have a relationship with Ellie because she's so young, right? You can focus on a lot of young people in the apocalypse, right? So, right now, happy. As, what ended up happening is, Ellie, she comes in Joel's favor. But you still kill everybody and it's a good thing because people cannibals. So the same way they do that, you can understand what happened. This is for Ellie. She could have had a perfect life, she chose revenge. Abby, now this is why I love Abby. So she gets captured. She handles people. Again, repeating myself again. Please. Understand? Okay. And then she looks at characters and then they get a friendship. Abby chooses a peaceful life, away from the wolf, away from everything else. Because she believed that people are wrong, right? And then she ends up finding peace. Then even Ellie, when she wants to fight, Abby's like, I want to fight you. And you can fight me. No. The cycle of violence ends now. So Abby is the cool characters. Now, why is Last of Us a masterpiece? Why is Last of Us so intelligent? Is you are supposed to hate Abby. But you know that Abby was right. The only reason, it's crazy. You know that Joel was wrong. So Joel, amazing character. Joel, a nice guy. But Joel had the, okay, so the worst thing is in the second game they explained that Joel had the answer for the antidote, which was Ellie, and all he had to do was kill one person to restore the human race. He didn't do it. So you know that Joel did the wrong thing, right? Now, in the second game, you realize that even though Ellie was this close to the cure, the answer wasn't the cure. It wasn't Ellie. The answer was never Ellie. It could have been Ellie. Ellie was the closest thing that they had for an answer, but it wasn't the answer. It wasn't the answer. So Joel, even though, so it's quite complex. Joel, by choosing to save Ellie versus saving the human race, was wrong because it's in need of the money versus the need of the few. Now, because of the second game information, Joel becomes justified in what he did. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Joel still didn't know that. Joel died before getting the information. It wasn't the answer, right? So yeah. So Joel did the right thing saving her, but we don't know that. So Abby, whose father was killed, just wants revenge, right? And once she has revenge, she's done. She's done. She doesn't need anything. She's moving on. Ellie, she's going to do anything and everything, and she wants her revenge too. But she has this perfect life and she give it up, right? So do you know that Abby deep down is right? And the first game, we spent the whole first game telling you how much we love Joel and how much we love Ellie and how much we love this woman. And at the end, it doesn't matter. They could kill babies or dogs or puppies, and you'd be like, oh, I love Joel. I like Joel, right? Which is horrible, right? At the end, he's wrong. And now Abby is right. And The Last of Us is the reason why this is such a perfect game is because the second one, you just ate on Abby because you like Joel, but you understand why she did it. And again, I'm going to repeat myself, but Abby, once she has revenge, right? So there's also the sense of, okay, so Abby, so I did say something that's super important. Abby, she made a group of friends to kill Joel. Now, this group of friends followed her because of her friends, but they also did something else. The father of Abby was a important figure during the wolf. He was a very important guy. He had leadership. He was one that was respected. So Abby, she brings people, and she said, hey, we need to kill that guy because kill my father. And people are like, okay, I like your father, so let's do it, right? Ellie kills everybody, right? Even though the only person that killed his father was Joel, right? She could have went after Ellie, she could have went after Tommy because they were present. She didn't. She had Joel, she finished. Ellie didn't care. You were there, fuck you, right? You were there, fuck you. And it's nuts because, I don't know, it's such an emotional thing. The first time I played this, I needed a break after that. I needed a break. It was so amazing. So freaking amazing. Also, the second game is better because it's a bit more open world. You have side mission, you have side content. There's like a bank where you get a really good weapon. Once you get in the bank, you get stuck in there. You're gonna get killed. It's also, see, the second game, so the first game is like, okay, well, I still want my old life. So we learn about what happened during the pandemic. Second game where we're kind of like, there's an example where Dina, she's Jewish. And Dina, she says, hey, this is the mosque, let's go check it out. Or this is a mosque. No, a mosque is for Muslim. What is it? There's a specific word for Jewish temple. I don't know what it is, I'm sorry guys. It's in the Torah, right? And then there's and eventually talk about the story of religion. It's not super important, it's a cool moment because, you know, it's certain purpose of, okay, well, this is the past, this is understanding the past, this is understanding where we're coming from, this is understanding what is going on, right? So it doesn't serve this humongous purpose, it does serve purpose. And it's just, when I say that, because the whole first game feels like, okay, well, this is a new apocalyptic world, we survive. In the first game, I talked about how much I love finding resources, and how scarce the resources was. They had a lot of killing, so you find military zone, and it's rough. So, for example, the very first scene, we go to a place, and there's one infected, and he gets killed. So you actually see the scene get infected, right? You're seeing here, like, you're seeing mafia, right? In the second game, it's like, okay, well, now, you're going to know that there's no antidote, you know that there's nothing we can do to survive. It is more so about living in this world and surviving in this world, which is a very different thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's why that's what the Masterpiece. Spent one game making you love a character that ended up being wrong. Did the second game abandoning the first character even though I know he was wrong. And then a lot of people apologize for Ellie for her action. You kind of get it. She did do this for revenge. But at the same time, she went way too far. She wasn't justified. Was she justified to kill Abby? Sure. But at the same time, there's okay, so what I'm saying is they need it. So you remember the third day that you guys talked about? They end up meeting. And Ellie doesn't manage to kill Abby, right? She gets safe. Abby tells her, no, I'm not gonna fight you, go away. And Ellie's like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you. It's no, let's not fight. She loses Jesse. Jesse gets a headshot. Jesse gets headshot. And Ellie, instead of understanding that this is enough, Abby leaves Dina and Ellie alone. When she do that, right? And Ellie, she should have said, you know what? This is the most important part. And then she still goes on. Yeah. See, why am I saying this? I don't think I'm portraying how important it is of Abby and Ellie's interaction. Abby, for multiple times during the game, she shows, hey, I'm not your enemy, right? And Ellie, instead of understanding this, she still wants revenge, right? And Abby does the purpose, she makes the effort. Like, she knows. So it's kind of complex. She knows that Ellie's a wonderful friend, right? But then her friend wasn't really her friend. Like, for example, the guy that she fucks, he's just using her. So Ellie does a good thing by killing him. There's another friend, but she's pregnant, right? And Ellie kills her. There's another friend that, almost all her friends did something that was not cool, right? The only one I care about was Manny. Manny was a cool dude. And then Manny was a cool dude, but he spits on Joel, so you like fuck him. But Manny was a good dude. However, Manny was killed by the resistance group. It wasn't Ellie. So yeah, he's one of the gang that I liked. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's what's for life. So again with the rural storage. Well, we've been in the tower for 4 hours, so that's kind of obvious. The darkest side of me. No one will touch you. I know you're a big girl. This animal, choo-doo-doo-doo, choo-doo-doo-doo, choo-doo-doo-doo-doo, choo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We're trying to get this love. So many times I tried, but I'm still coaching. So what if you can see the darkest side of me? No one will ever change this animal. I have become, and I don't believe it's not the real me. Somebody help me change the animal. This animal. This animal. Shit, we say 8, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5, 6, 11, 18. 18, 23. You I get home, the way I make this road. 28. Maybe you can wait till I get work. Get home. There. 6 days. Say that I need. And even though you mean so much to me, I can wait till every day. It is really happening. I said I'll never be happy again. Never be able to trust me for more than you can say. You know it happened eventually. La 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 la. And everybody's singing la 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 la. But everybody's singing la 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 la. Everybody's singing la 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 la. It's right. Everybody's singing la 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 la. Everybody's singing la 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 la. It gets right. Everybody's singing la. Don't believe everything that you know. Never gonna go to show you. That's it. I feel never let you go, and I never did. I never let you fall, and I never did. Didn't have a chance, and I never did. Now I'm right there, and I'm going crazy. And everything that you see, I don't believe. We'll pretend it's alright. Sing for tonight. I'll keep you safe here with me. With me. That I never let you go, and I never did. And I never let you fall, and I never did. If didn't have a chance, and I never did. It's all about me right there. I can't say I never let you go, and I never did. Hey, challenge, these. Oh, sure. Oh, this is longer. Oh. Oh, sure. Oh, this is much harder than I expected. I just want to make you think. I don't know how the food is, but the ladies here are legible. The eye candy, the dignified, is something akin, Willy Wonka. Nothing else. There's moving. Face. I never did. I said I never let you fall. I was like this. Didn't have a chance, and I never did. But hey, that was lovely. Nice. There it was. Oh. I never let you fall, I never did. I said I never let you go, and I never did. I said I never let you go, and I never did. I said I never let you go, and I never did. Without spoken, and I made a for the broken. No matter what that was doing out there. What's I gonna work out? If I want stop singing, and I'm not sure that I don't know who knows. None of us do. All I want is a place to go, my man. I don't want to feel alone. Yeah, you keep it up so high and you're down. Oh, you're not down low. You know, you keep your hopes up. All I want is a place to go, my love. Keep your hopes up, how you want to know. Take it from there, and take it inside. Everything seems perfect, not a worry in the world. There's no more fail. I want to go. I don't want to hold it for a day. I want a place to go, my love. I don't want to feel alone. No, 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 you can talk about it. I want a place to go, my love. I don't want to feel alone. I want to keep it up so far. I want to feel it. 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 Shut. I'll be the death of you. Oh shit. Okay. Get up here. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it. I got a little bit of work to do. So what we're doing now is I'm realizing that I'm not gonna have enough time to do all of the stuff over here. Okay. So now that I realize that I have so many things to do, so many clips to do, right? I don't know if we'll be able to do it in time, but I have a lot of clips that are double. So if I can do both. So.
Cet homme d'énergie, heureusement, il est réactif. Il agit rapidement et se lâche pendant 24 heures.
This is so loud.
L'énergie au sérieux.
This is so loud. Okay.
I get back to my fucking vocal covers not being interrupted. Fucking bullshit.
Although prior to this video, he seemingly took more accountability for his previous eviction. Around Thanksgiving, he began blaming the trolls for his eviction and accepting no responsibility at all.
How's our buck over now when he's trying to stream? Oh, yeah. Here's the thought. My trolls need to get a life. My trolls need to get a life more than I need to get laid. Just for the last decade and a half harassing my ass. And it hasn't worked. Just out there and fucking got me kicked out of my old apartment. Doing lease termination.
So how do you internet to do?
Bigger and better space where people support my videos. You know what I'm saying? Every time the trolls try to knock me down, I get back up and get a better situation in my life.
2021 would end without many issues, besides people door dashing every time we went live. For no discernible reason, his rent increased again in late January 2022, despite having just increased the June prior.
How much is rents? I pay about almost $700 a month for rent. I pay my rents and I only have like $10 left after that. So I'm gonna have to do rent and do a little laundry. But groceries are going up too, so it's just like, dude. No, my Asperger's pays the rents, to be honest with you.
Josh would resort to desperate measures, begging for more money in exchange for humiliation, like shaving his armpits, for example. It seemed, however, that the money he earned doing this was quickly spent on food and alcohol, rather than being saved for rent. This is purely speculative, but he always seemed desperate again once rent was due. Necessity being the mother of invention, when things were quiet, trolls got created. In the summer of 2022, fake Grindr accounts and credits.
As long as the crown, I know it's at 0%. It's charging.
1 second. What's up? Yeah, I own my fucking YouTube trolls. I suck over combo on all that shit. I don't know who the fuck this person is. Why the fuck they're showing up to my door? I don't know who the fuck this guy is, dude. Like, why the fuck is he showing up to my fucking door? All these people who are fucking with me behind the scenes just to get reaction. Good job, you have no one. Like, I'm straight for obese women, so I'm pretty sure I already know what the fucking trolls did to have some dude show up to my apartment. Either a fake ad on Craigslist or a fake dating ad and some stupid bullshit.
So now, like I said, what I'm doing right now is we're taking all of the 3,000 clips that I have left, 3,524. We're doing doubles. If I have 50 doubles, that's already 50 doubles. What do I have doubles? I don't fucking know.
Let's just cause a bunch of random bullshit. It doesn't piss me off. Anything I lack controls.
Nothing much would happen, besides drinking and door dashing into October. During the stream, Josh got drunk and slept up by referring to himself in the third person and saying his apartment number out loud, B28.
Oh,
Ow.
28 feet, an asshole when he drinks. Like, I'll show you an asshole when I drink. Don't call me an asshole if I'm not being one intentionally. That's the kind of crap I wanted to encourage.
Although 2022 was pretty uneventful, the new year brought new problems. Now that Josh's location was pretty well known, the door dashing just got even worse. Not only was he getting multiple deliveries per stream, local trolls began messing with him too.
Who the fuck's knocking at my fucking door? Jesus Christ, there's no fucking video here. What's up? Okay. Well, cool, the next time I'm at my fucking door, I'll get it after the fucking stream. Jesus Christ. Don't sit there worried about Ozzy Osbourne fucking. It's like, sitting there knocking on my fucking door to the cops. And I'm like, dude, okay, that looks really cool. It's weird at my fucking door. Okay, thanks. So I gotta put a fucking sign outside my apartment door that says, hey, if you order paid for, drop it off and leave it at my door. It's not paid for, I apologize, my shoulder fucking hurts. And for yourself. Oh my god.
But yeah, that's good.
If it's food, please just leave it at the door. I didn't fucking order it. People's obsession with me to be unhealthy sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. Casper Cobra Stompers, how stupid do you have to be? Like I said, people's obsession with me is really unhealthy. But good job, you getting someone a fucking autistic retard to the point where, oh my god, the Casper Cobra Stompers can suck my dick. Oh, we show Cobra, my golly. You put some more paper underneath this fucking door. Christ, my trolls are more obsessed with me than I am with Ozzy Osbourne. That's what he's saying something. Until they hold the Casper Cobra Stompers, I'm gonna stomp your fucking face in and waste my time.
Whoa, chill, dude.
Eating men is so toxic. Oh my fucking god. Heard some stupid bullshit. My fucking teacher said this. People who are shoving fucking paper and things in my doors need to grow the fuck up. It's fucking stupid.
So far?
Dude. It's fucking stupid.
Over Judy. Judy,
The local trolls lost interest after Josh took it more seriously than they anticipated. Josh came up with a great idea to try and deter unwanted DoorDash orders. He put a crudely written sign on his door that said, I did not order anything. If it's paid for, please leave at my door. Don't bug me. I'm streaming. I'm not gay. I'm straight. Josh went live for 4 hours and ignored any knocking on his door. The sign was only moderately effective, as drivers either ignored it entirely or were instructed to do so. On the day after
I ignored the paper. I ignored the paper. That's brilliant.
It got even more ridiculous.
Wait.
I have 15 more page to do. 15 more page. We're down 2 hours. I got 2 hours just with the. Oh. Two.
Oh my fucking god.
That's why I like Cobra. It's a good sense of humor.
Trolls sent me a cucumber and some KY chili lube. Oh my god, that is hilarious.
See? You know it's dope. You know it's a joke.
Come over, I got something to shove up their ass. Like, oh my god, like their gay obsession with me is seriously fucking unhealthy.
It got so bad that within 2 minutes of Josh being live, the troll deliveries turned out.
So apparently my YouTube troll sent me another DoorDash order. This is really funny. Let's break this down. Summer's Eve Island Splash because my trolls are the biggest douchebags on the planet.
It's douche.
Some Vaseline because they're gonna need it when Cobra fucks the trolls up the ass.
Okay.
And Kleenex is for when the trolls are bawling their eyes out because Cobra rules their sad fucking life. Love bone soft and chewy like this will play the show. Cobra is fucking asshole. Like they think they're gonna get me kicked out and ruin my Valentine's Day by doing this. I don't like the fact that you're doing it shows you have more love for me than my fans do, and I appreciate it.
Oh, that's nice. That's bro. Thank you.
Siri, I don't want to listen to your shit right now.
Wait, who?
I think by doing this. I don't like the fact that you're doing it shows you have more love for me than my fans do, and I appreciate it.
It does. Yes, you do. Yeah, I didn't mean to. Wait, that's twice.
Fuck you, Siri, I don't want to listen to your shit right now.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Like, my trolls are fucking disgusting.
After a few months of troll DoorDashes, the grinder days turned out again to Josh's door. Or so he thought.
Excuse me.
Oh, what's on?
I'm not gonna say the because I'm talking at it. It's probably one of my fucking asshole YouTube trolls trying to fucking fuck with me and shit. It's some fucking asshole from the fake Craigslist ad being like, oh, is your lizard for sale? It's like, no, dude, my bearded dragon
Buff.
is not for sale. He's in a loving and caring home. I'm not gonna fucking answer that goddamn thing. I'll just fucking go away. My lizard's not for sale. Did you realize that my neighbors watch my videos?
Watch.
When I go live, everyone in my building is just like, yeah, it's that guy.
Cobra Kai.
That my neighbors and my landlord are a fan of my videos, and that at this point you're just wasting your time trying to troll Cobra because you're jealous. Craigslist ad is fake. As I was walking to my fridge, I shouted, "The Craigslist ad is fake."
I heard you did.
Bullshit. And I'm like, no, what's bullshit is that you won't leave me alone. You know,
Yep.
like your obsession with me is so fucking pathetic. You can't handle Cobra doing his thing. You gotta fucking harass him when he's going live.
Things settled down until September. The DoorDashes were no longer having the desired effect. Some more extreme measures were taken to get a reaction.
Sick.
Hi, Josh.
Oh my fucking god, I was not waiting a dollar around. People keep the fuck alone, please. It's fine, it's fucking Christ. I was not waiting a fucking dollar around. Okay, I have a problem, so I'm off the Halloween last year and it's falling apart, so I'm trying to figure out the camera. You're not my viewers, they're my fucking content on YouTube, so I'm trying to wait for your keep my people times. I'm tired of the fucking cops being called on me. Bullshit. I'm sorry, but this is bullshit, YouTube. Fuck my YouTube trolls. Fuck off. You happy? You got what you wanted. I said several times in the video, it's not a real gun. It's fake. It's empty. And you still gotta pull this shit. Pussy ass motherfucker.
Sheesh.
Oh, I know. We gotta call the cops on Cobra for waving a fake gun around. I'm tired of it. Stop wasting the cops' fucking precious time. They've got better things to do with their fucking lives than sit here and fucking harass me and not take no one.
You know what?
Hey, what's up? I'm live on YouTube right now.
What?
No, the fuck I was not. No, the fuck I was not. My trolls are lying. The cops are gonna get me in trouble, dude.
Dude.
Okay, we'll handle this as calmly as possible. Seriously, fuck my YouTube trolls. Yeah, I got those doors being knocked on. Fuck off.
Thank you, dude.
Nice try, trolls, but nothing happens. I handle it like a boss, dude.
Dude.
The cops are super friendly and bad. Stay calm. Together.
Very calm, Josh. knock the cameras over. Very calm, Josh. Vive la télé. Vive la télé, l'apéro.
Lorsque Biscuit rencontre à Crème, ils vécurent délicieux pour toujours.
Take your style to the next level with Nexus. Nexus, see the style.
It's really helpful. Just now, we deleted not one, not twice, not one, not two, not three, but 5 hours of content. No, I know for not a lot of guys that doesn't mean much, but for us it's crazy because I have to do low-key, high-key. I have to do, I want to talk about it, 722 hours. We still have 135. So us taking out 5 hours, which is 130 right now, equal a lot, dude, a lot. So we had 30 hours left, right? And we deleted 5, which is 1/6, or around 15-20%. Like right now with the lead chins. They're double. Drink some water, dude. Get you drunk as fuck.
Oh my fucking god, my YouTube controls are miserable. Like, you think, okay, now YouTube controls.
I'm not kidding that guy, bro.
Like, oh hey, Cobra hasn't answered all fucking day. So you know what? I'm gonna fucking harass Cobra some more.
Poor neighbors.
Cobra, you okay? I'm like, I'm fucking fantastic. You know, I'm tired of my fucking YouTube trolls sitting there fucking calling false bullshit fucking calls on me. You know, like, oh well, it gets the fucking police involved. So it's fucking hilarious.
It's so good.
Fucking miserable. And I'm like, I'm not gay, I'm straight. We're gonna fucking have the police over as much as we can. And I'm over here like, leave me the fuck alone!
That's sad.
Like, if I need to talk for a fucking emergency, I'll call them!
At first funny, now sad.
I'm sick of it!
Fed he's drunk.
At the end of the year, Clint was interviewed by YouTuber Your Favorite
Son.
Son. Clint
Yep.
mentioned that Josh's landlord was a really nice guy and supported Josh into the trolls.
Yeah, thank God for his landlord. Oh man, what a great guy. He is awesome. Yeah, he watches Josh's videos. He tells me all the time, Clint, don't worry, there's nothing they're gonna fucking say that's gonna make me. We know the situation, we know who they are, we know what watch his videos. He's good. All his neighbors love him. He's a son.
Did you see the video yourself, Clint? I think so, bro.
They love the hell with him. The dogs love him. Watch right now, take a ride, and the dog just
In early January this year,
Aw.
Josh's new mentally unhinged girlfriend Jessica.
Fuck Jessica.
Laughing, aka Queen Cobra.
Queen Jack shit, dude.
I'll dive more deeply into this mess in a separate video. Stay tuned.
Don't.
On the
Don't.
second day of the visit, the cops were called having received a report that Josh had an underage girl flashing her boobies on live stream months ago. Jessica handled it really well by becoming belligerent with the understanding officer who was well aware of Josh's injury.
She's very nice. Stop kidding, dude. Yet. Fluid fled. What? Fluid field what? Just I guess. You can come in.
We love our customers, but we love.
Yeah, so you're screaming at
It goes without saying that whenever Josh and Jessica were live, deliveries were sent and the cops were called.
them. Fuck Jessica.
Actions were hidden from our eyes and ears by a muting and the seats of the camera.
Fuck you, Jessica.
Fuck Jessica.
Fuck you. Nice. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 6 is 24. So good. My apologies.
After she left, there was a collective sigh of relief. She was gone, but not for long. Her first paid for a second round of plane tickets for her to make all of Josh's birthday wishes come true. As soon as she arrived for a second visit, there were problems. The
No,
couple
you don't say.
yelled at each other multiple times a day, and it got to the point where Josh's neighbors began to complain. On
Oh,
March
yeah?
23rd,
No.
Jessica almost flooded the building's laundry room by using machines at the same time.
No way.
Yes, I checked all his comments. There's nothing in his pants. Trust me, I never know.
How am I surprised the king of golf got a of age got girlfriend?
I need to go find somebody. Oh my God! Lord have mercy!
I didn't do it.
This is not my fault. I did not do it. I did not fucking do it. God damn it! Why is this my life?
You sound like Josh.
My fucking life. It's not my life.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, apparently it is my responsibility. I'm supposed to do something. I already did my part. I already did my part. I'm waiting for this to go so I can get out of here. That's what I'm doing. I'm actually waiting for the maintenance to show up. They're supposed to be here. I'm waiting. I'd love to talk to them. Well, considering this is my apartment complex and I'm not the landlord, it's not my issue, so. And considering that I'm also not maintenance, yeah, it's not my problem. It's been told multiple times. I don't know how this is my problem.
The problem was eventually resolved, but Jessica made a clear decision and bumped heads with the maintenance and other tenants. Despite the evenings being tumultuous, Jessica began fervently cleaning Josh's apartment, washing his crusty clothes. During one of the trips to the laundry room, Josh had an itch that his bill couldn't scratch. Poor Jessica walked in to quite the scene, finding her Joshie cranking down to a rusty blonde Chave model, clad in white stockings. This isn't a joke, this actually happened. On March 25th, the couple had a heated argument over the incident, and Josh left with his neighbor, Aaron. In his absence, Jessica continued angrily cleaning, banging and stomping around the apartment.
Well, I'm not moving here, okay? I'm not moving here. Josh has someone else in his mind. I don't know. He'll show his new girlfriend in due time. You know, I don't fucking tell you. He'll be jacking off to that fucking side no time stuff. After all I've fucking done for him, I get treated. I get treated. Okay, that's fine. So whatever blonde fucking triple E, goddamn triple Z, fucking tit whore, blonde fucking slut you want to marry, I hope she wants to marry you too. So he can have his blonde fucking goth whore. Fucking
Golf.
That's what he wants. That's what he gets. That's fine. Oh, do you think not what you did to me earlier? Fucking was a cut to my throat. Okay.
Shout out all the blonde god chicks. Little PDF allegation right here.
The neighbours had finally had enough and complained to the building manager the next day on his birthday.
On his birthday. Sheesh.
Swore he'd been evicted. In the morning, Jessica broke Josh's window and tried to close it.
Just admit like,
How do you close this?
oops.
Yes, the window's broken. Can't close it.
Good for you, Jessica.
That's great. I can't sleep in the freezing fucking cold because the window won't close.
Well, you broke it. What do you think?
That's great. Later that day, Josh made a very weird and vague video about not complaining about his neighbours.
Cobra back at it with another video, and it is
Cobra.
birthday. I am 33 years old.
Look, happy birthday, bro.
Support me, I appreciate it. For the record, he's speaking onto a randomness. I never once complained about my neighbors. I don't care how loud they get. I don't care. I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to get into it. It's not something to get into this. We're gonna work through this. It's gonna be alright. Like I said, I would never call the cops on my neighbors or complain about them. I don't care how obnoxious they would be. I do not care. I don't believe in complaining about my neighbors. I don't want people complaining about me, so I'm not gonna, do unto others as you have done to you. That's what life is all about. None of that. Yeah, I'll see that part of that. Yeah.
The next day, Jessica got into a massive argument with Josh about what pan he should use to cook the breakfast.
If you want to cook it, and Joshy, the cast iron has got bacon grease on it. If you cook,
This fucking thing that I got.
what?
I don't use it.
What?
Yeah, this one more thing I think.
Hold on. I don't care how you cook it. I just understand what you're saying. Oh, but Joshy, no, you don't even have to do that.
Oh, Joshy. Baby.
Joshy, I don't care. Joshy, don't get upset.
So fucking toxic.
Joshy, why do you do something here?
Dude, I played for 4 hours.
And I'm asking questions too. I'm not angry. Stop.
Yep, 29 hours.
I'm not. Please not say shit about that.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Please, why are you doing this to me? I said, could you let me talk?
7, 15, 14.
Because you keep talking shit.
So 7, 7 to 14. Which means we got 16 hours to do. 14, 14. No, 14, 16. 14, 16. 14, that's 20. 20, 30. Yeah, 20, 30. 26, 30, 45.
Anyway, that same day, Josh made
So I got about 400 videos to do.
and hinted at him.
My birthday sucks, but I'm not gonna get into it for certain reasons. So I didn't want to they are. I don't blame anybody except my YouTube trolls because they are miserable assholes.
400 divided by
I for one have never once complained about reading that
80.
video or left a negative review.
Yeah.
On top of that, I've never complained about
Equates
40,
80.
someone's asking me,
That's 5 days.
could you help me out then?
Today's Wednesday to Monday, we're done.
Firsthand, and people just, it is what it is. Absinthe in a skull shot glass. That's pretty fucking sweet.
After Jessica left, Josh screamed and alluded again to being kicked out.
Propane to give you $2. Not necessarily because of
First descendant
because of my
and first descendant.
homes.
I'll go to 10.
It is what it is. I'm not gonna fully get into it. Leave it in the dark on it for a hot minutes because I don't want to talk about it. The whole thing just makes me want to fucking pull my hair out. What's left of it? Happy belated birthday, thank you. I do have to move, yes. But like I said, I'm not gonna get into it or say when I gotta be out or any of that. That's just or if I found a place or anything like that. It's just not your damn business. I have much later date because I'm settled and everything's more, you know what I'm saying? We haven't taken the steps that I need to make it happen, Cameron. Moving to that suck ass. I love living up here, but it is what it is.
Because now we're time to have difficulty.
Karma's a bitch. I'm gonna catch her death in my YouTube channel. I love it into a
Also, little Siwa. Come on, the bitch should have done better. Right. So much. Okay. 2, 3.
The new owners of the Eastern Doors basically saw the crap my shoulder pulling, and they were so mortified that they kicked me out. One of their barbers contacted me, what's the deal with all these one-star reviews and all these, that's just our residential autistic being fucked with by the internet because these people are losers. I've been looking nonstop. I've seen the options, of which I can afford, and we'll make it happen, do what I can.
Josh said that he wasn't going to say when he was going to be baptized, but ended up letting it slip a few days later during the cooking video.
Oh, we need to replace me. I'm not worried about that. That means I'll just show you where this is at.
The next night, Jessica seemingly confirmed during a stream that Josh was moving into a trailer.
I'm not moving into this trailer. I wouldn't be able to fit any of my stuff in there. I'm not moving in there.
Oh, shit.
The same night, Josh went on Courtney's live stream and said that a new place had been bought for him, and he was just waiting to move in.
Are you happy?
I'm content.
What do you mean?
I'm content with my
apartment, but I've got a new place. I'm not gonna say when I'm moving out.
Well, I know.
Yeah, the trolls have been going to the East Village nonstop for like the last 6 years. And the new owners kind of not good. They're just, we got some new owners, and the YouTube trolls are leaving a bunch of bullshit reviews on the Google reviews. And the new owners were not aware of the whole situation. They were mortified. And they were
Mortified.
false waiver complaints too on top of it.
Is it closer to downtown, dude? I might need closer to downtown again.
Not really, no. I got something behind, yes. Just wait patiently. I wasn't smoking my new place because only my YouTube room. Everything got me picking up place and I've gotten bigger and better places.
Yeah.
Over the next couple of weeks, with Clint's help, Josh moved all his stuff out of his apartment.
We got 86 minutes off.
I have a video.
I downloaded it.
Trying to send for his location, but ended up making a video proving he was back home with Daddy.
That's funnier, son.
In early May, Josh went live on some Toothless Mongoloids live stream.
Wasn't that nice?
To give an update on his housing situation.
Ask him how big his new trailer is. Why don't he say he doesn't want to talk about it? He doesn't want to let anybody know.
Who said anything about the fucking trailer? All I know is the dirty place.
I'm not moving into this trailer.
Yeah, I know he said he's moving to a new place. He's not saying trailer. He's not saying any of that. He just doesn't want anybody to know where he's moving. That's what he's saying. Rest in peace, homeboy Scotty. Yeah, exactly.
He's not regular my fucking trolls.
The dead dog chair. He said he still has it. When the dog used to sleep, he had it. It's not called a dead dog chair.
So funny. What a crazy world we live in.
Made a short live stream and didn't really say much, other than he was waiting for internet access.
Been busy with moving, so I've been on YouTube in quite some time. I don't have internet quite set up on a computer yet, but I will soon enough.
5-4 treat
So
you.
I'm just in this room only. But the window has to be open, the door has to be closed. I do got a new gearbox that way. I get that.
And that concludes the video. You are now up to date, and I look forward to what Josh gets up to in his new dwelling.
The craziest thing is, they said that this is not a trailer. They showed a trailer, right? And I don't know. I never been in a trailer because, well, you know, I don't think there's trailers in Montreal. Maybe. Probably. There's everything and anything. However, I did see a lot of AGP videos and Good Grandpa, so I know what the trailer looks like. Oh yeah, I'm quite a cultivated little guy. Who'd have thought? Well, me, Harvey. Vive la prairie, la prairie. We're getting a little bit better today. Kind of want to listen to more Cobra JS, but shit. I already listened to a lot. Okay, what? Girl with boy with autism. wait, what? Girl with autism. Boy with autism.
We got Cobra East Festival.
That's nice. And the terrible, no good. Terrible, no good. No good, Jessica. Keep Cobra JS and the Buttercup Rage
So many amazing guitar players
in the
that I
world.
look up to. I don't know who the fuck that is, so I'm not gonna answer it.
Where's Blue Josh?
Right now I'm in the middle of a fucking live stream, so I want to finish that. And to the person who's knocking on my door, I don't mean to be offensive.
Whoa. It's too late for that, my boy.
Oh, and Earth see who it is. Take out the vintage shades for a second. Oh my god. Don't worry about it. Oh my god, I'm so jealous of Cobra. Garlic butter on his pizza. So oh my god, YouTube, hold up. I gotta laugh at this shit. This right here is proof that I rule my trolls lives. My trolls are so fucking jealous of King Cobra JFS that, oh my god, one of his legit fans sent him a bunch of alcohol to do a fucking video and then sent him some free little sweets. You know what? Fuck this shit. I wanna fucking, hold up. Oh, this is too goddamn funny. Oh my god, my trolls are fucking beyond sad. It's like, I'm so jealous of King Cobra, I'm gonna send him, and it's like, is this your idea of trolling? I'm gonna send Cobra a bunch of garlic butter cups from Domino's. Because Cobra loves pizza and he hates sickos. So let's spend all day calling him a sicko, and then fucking send him 3 garlic butter cups. Because we're fucking losers. Let me just open this up for a second. Hold up, YouTube. It's like, oh hey, Cobra put the chat on. How can we fuck with Cobra's game? Here's a bunch of free garlic cups. Here's a bunch of free garlic cups they've been paid for. Oh, because Cobra likes sparing garlic butter all over his pizza. This will be hilarious. And Cobra's over here like, yeah, man.
Give me a couple of months for that.
Like, oh my god. If we send Cobra
like my trolls are trying so hard to get me kicked
I got 5 gigs.
and when it doesn't work, they're just so fucking mad. They're like, I hate Cobra so fucking much. So what's their solution? One second. You know, it'll be really funny because, oh, look at that. See that? See that? Now I'm not even getting mad because this is fucking hilarious. This is fucking hilarious. I love garlic butter from Domino's. So, like, I'll just say this for my future food hacks. How is this fucking trolling? But it's like, I hate Cobra so much, I'm gonna send him free garlic butter. I'm not even gonna bother making a pizza because they'll just fucking food hack that. Oh, my stupid troll ass. Oh, jeez. The only thing sadder than this frosted pizza is my fucking troll's lives. I swear to you right now.
I swear to you.
Oh my God, Cobra loves putting garlic butter on his pizza. So you know what'd be really funny? If we said screw him and we sent him a bunch of free garlic cups. That'll show Cobra. And if it showed up on camera, oh my God, that'll show that bottle up piece of shit. How worthless he is. I'm like, thanks guys. I love garlic butter, especially from my favorite pizza restaurants. So even if I don't have pizza to put it on, I can save the garlic butter cups for like food packs and shit. You know, maybe I get my account out of the negative and I get some groceries to make bacon cheeseburgers. I can put that garlic butter on a bacon cheeseburger and like food hack it, you know? So like they're sending the fucking free butter cups to fuck with me, but I'm over here like, thanks man, it's free food. I'm so fucking jealous that Cobra gets free alcohol from his fans to do some crazy bullshit challenge. Like, oh hey Cobra, Jake says if you drink this entire bottle of alcohol on camera, we'll give you $100. And my trolls are so fucking jealous of that kind of loyalty. They're like, okay, hey, I get to make $100 drinking alcohol when no one else does, like I do. Well, you know what? That's cool. I'll fuck with it. Oh, hey, Cobra, we know you're a fat, autistic, alcoholic piece of shit who loves smothering his fucking shitty pizza and garlic butter. So you know what we're gonna do?
Fish with Knife was still wasn't. So got 50% of them being great. But you're right, 2 isn't a lot.
I'm sitting here like, dude, you supposed to troll me? I'm like, you don't see me sending my trolls free food.
Oh, one more to die.
You know what's really fucking sad? That the fucking drunk, autistic, alcoholic piece of shit has to fucking explain this crap to you fucking simpletons. You don't see me giving my trolls money. Just be like, you better quit trolling King Cobra JFS. Here's $1. You better not watch my videos. You don't see me doing that crap. Fuck you. If anything, I'm like, hey, you want to watch King Cobra's videos? Have at it, Haas. It's not like people are holding a magic wand to your fucking head, threatening Avada Kedavra or the Cruciatus curse. Like, so help me God. You better fucking watch Cobra's videos or you're getting a Cruciatus curse. Like, fuck you, dude.
I don't know this.
And furthermore, this is supposed to fucking troll me into quitting YouTube. I'm over here like, dude, I love Domino's garlic butter. I could use that shit in my next food hack. So thanks for the extra butter cups. And thanks for watching my YouTube video. You don't have to donate money, but it's greatly appreciated. Y'all donating money and garlic butter cups to my cause? I feel so loved and appreciated. Like, oh, one of Cobra's legit fans sending free alcohol to do a fucking challenge stream with. You know what'd be really funny? Yeah, what would be really funny is if we took, and the same dude who sent me the free alcohol sent me some 3 Little Caesars to punch out on, and my fucking trolls are so fucking jealous that they think, oh, you know what'd be really funny if we make fun of Cobra by sending him a bunch of free garlic butter cups. And then when Cobra gets them, I'm like, shit, somebody dipped my last 2 pieces in. Fucking A, thank you, trolls. Thank you, YouTube trolls. I got some garlic butter to get my last 2 pieces of Little Caesars in. Hold up. I'm like, you know what? If my YouTube trolls were molested by their parents as kids, taking it out on Cobra is not going to erase their fucked up childhood. You might want to get some help for that.
Stuff like that, huh?
You want to fucking sit there and obsess over calling Cobra a sicko when Cobra fucking hates sickos more than he loves Ozzy Osbourne and Cobras? You're fucking with the wrong person, dude. I'm going to turn your insult around on you. Once again, I want to say to my YouTube trolls, thank you for sucking me and Ozzy Osbourne's dick and giving me some free butter for my pizza.
That's very kind.
Oh my God. Like this Little Caesars was so fucking good, it didn't even need sauce. And a bunch of my trolls are like, yeah, you know what'd be funny? We know where Cobra lives. Let's send him for fucking free sauce. Then I'll show him. And so like, show me what? Show me what? The only thing sadder than my YouTube trolls are kids who get raped by pedophiles. That's the only thing that's sadder than my YouTube trolls.
What are you on, dude? What the fuck? Sure, it's pretty sad, but...
How is that trolling? If I hate Justin Bieber, why the fuck would I send him free food? That's what I don't understand.
What? Don't bring Justin in there, bro.
I'll get Justin Bieber out of craving for garlic butter on pizza. How the fuck is this trolling? Honestly, I want to say thank you, because that's a nice touch. The last 2 Little Caesars cheesesteaks.
Rank 4. So we got rank 4. And back up, I might make it to champion. Now on the sword, Guardian, I got 2 Hondos. Steel. Fetch. Rescue fetch. Fine chance, double fine chance. Whoa. It's good, but it does seem to take a lot of resources.
That's the fucking truth, dude. These fucking pelican fuckers.
Pelican fuckers.
How the fuck is that trolling? If King Cobra JFS likes garlic butter and he likes smearing it all over his
Pelican fucker. It's a new one.
I'm sure some of you might be like, oh, that's disgusting. Maybe garlic is not your cup of tea. That's fine. That's your
Cup of tea.
I'm like, how the fuck is this trolling you, dude? Like, is this supposed to make fun of King Cobra because I like putting garlic butter on my pizza?
You're almost done.
Hold up. This is fucking hilarious, YouTube. How many pizzas can I make with this garlic butter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I put 2 cups of garlic butter on each pizza, that's enough garlic butter for 6 different pizzas.
Also,
So thank you to my YouTube trolls
Fitch.
for supporting me and getting Ozzy Osbourne
Great
towards my ass.
potential.
And thank you for sending me
It
all
doesn't
this free delicious
start really
garlic
great.
butter, because let me tell you, I love my
So,
garlic butter, despite
we
the fact
have that.
okay, well, Ben Affleck garlic, that's a fucking stereotype. Go fuck yourself. Thank you for sending me free garlic butter. I appreciate it. I'm gonna use that for my
Du-du-du.
next pizza.
Du-du-du-du. Look how close we are to the end.
From the Domino's / Little Caesars that my fans already sent me, and then my fucking trolls are like, "Oh fuck Cobra! I'm so jealous of you, Cobra. He gets free alcohol, free tobacco, and sweet care packages, and people give him money to his PayPal cash app."
2000 times 5 is 15. It's 16. Let's say 15. 100. I got 15. 100 trees. That's enough. This should be okay. Champion. We might make it to legend. I might make it to legend, people. I might make it to legend. Ooh, shit. Make it to legend. I'm gonna be so happy. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 So don't worry about a thing. What the fuck did you get? Probably not, huh? Probably not, bro, huh?
I'm sorry, but YouTube, this fucking Domino's box of fucking garlic butter makes me laugh my fucking ass off. Because I'm sitting here like, dude, I love Domino's garlic butter. And garlic butter are all my favorite pizza chains. So how is this trolling?
I'm at level 1.
You sit there and give me a fucking dollar on gas after PayPal and be like, you better not go live, Cobra. I fucking hate your guts. And I'm over here like, I'm gonna go live regardless if you like it or not. Oh, hey, thanks for your dollar, Brick. Like, oh, congratulations! We know where King Cobra JFS lives. We're such obsessive stalker losers, and we're gonna accuse Cobra of stalking Ellen, even though he doesn't stalk her, while we stalk her and stalk him at the same time. Fucking massive, miserable, fucking hypocrites, dude. It's the fucking truth. My trolls can't handle the fact that I'm friends with Ellen's parents, and it has nothing to do with her. They gotta insert some bullshit into your
Ooh, I go back from.
Go fuck yourself. The idea of Cobra being happy because I get to go hang out with Walt Benji, or like, oh hey, I get my tactical soda, or hey, Ozzy Osbourne released a new album, or hey, Colonel Sunday Phil gave you a shout out. They can't handle it, dude. Anytime I'm happy in life, my trolls are miserable. So I really want to be fucking with my trolls. I should be happy all the time, just to fuck with my YouTube trolls. I'm like, nah, you know what? That's too easy.
Okay, goodbye for time. The downfall of us all. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. My apologies. Fucked up. Okay, I'll fix it. No problem. How much? We have 51 is good. 51 is good. 51 is great. Let's focus on. Do. Do. When I soon, so doesn't matter. You know why? When I soon, did you know why it's okay? That might be. I might be making it to legend.
But I've already got a thing going with Alex Ford. You know, I've already got a record deal going that's underground, and that's you kind of get started kind of thing. Even if he's just like, hey, you know what, I don't want to sign you because you drink too much and your trolls are assholes. I'm like, you know what, I respect that. You know, but I'm not trying that hard. There's a lot of people who want to sign King Cobra JFS.
How many?
Because when you make Reddit's top video page 2 times in a row, all of a sudden that subreddit that's dedicated to hating King Cobra and ruining his life, all it's doing is making me more famous. Now, I've been very vocal about this on YouTube. I'm like, that would be fucking sweet if Ozzy and Sharon signed my ass, but what's in it for them? Okay, I don't want Ozzy Osbourne to sign my ass just because I can sing like the Beatles and I'm one of his biggest fans. What's in it for Sharon and Ozzy? You know, if people really want to see King Cobra do his thing, you know, you gotta think like a...
Don't link it to your ankle until the commentary. So on this 30th April 25, we have a little bit of behind the scene. I'm tired. So watching King Cobra. Sorry, this is disgusting. Watching King Cobra. Behind the scenes, we got 3 towers, right? So right now the new meta is going on. The new meta is we always use notification to lower down the quality of the video because we're recording at too much of a quality. It's taking a lot of space for the tower. Like for example, right now we're at 5 hours 24 minutes. We just had 24. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this, but it takes a lot of space for a couple hours until I edit it down. So the plan, I'm so tired. The plan is to have this phone edit it in one time. It's not edit it in one time, so we're gonna be using one phone. The greatest thing after that is we're still editing videos, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be using this phone to play some Gundam Eternal. I'm gonna be editing back down on this phone and be playing video games, and then on the third phone we'll be watching some Netflix. So draft, Gundam Eternal, and then clips or Netflix. That's how we're gonna do it. Good. For about die. And now a long time. Oops. My apologies. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to right away do the haircut. I prefer X Recorder to edit, to be honest. It's a lot simpler, it's a lot better done. And it's quicker. Which is the most important part. Time is valuable, guys.
I agreed to do this challenge with my fan Jake was just like, hey man, if we drink this entire bottle of vodka on YouTube, I'll give you $100. And I'm like, and okay, no challenge, no fucking being like, okay, I don't care how long it takes, do your thing, kind of thing. I'm like, it sounds almost too good to be true, but then fucking Jake sent me some Little Caesars, which I downed. Like the last time my troll sent me a bullshit pizza, they sent me an entire fucking
Godfrey.
With no sauce, no cheese,
Godric.
and half a
They drafted.
crust full of sausage,
X.
and like 1 shitty cup of garlic butter.
After Godric.
I'm like, I'm not gonna let this asshole fucking ruin my
With
evening.
Enya.
I'm gonna take that pizza
So-
and they sent me with no cheese and no sauce.
And
I'm
Tennille.
gonna hack it into my own pizza. And then be like, hey trolls, thanks for the content, I appreciate it. Now please, suck Ozzy Osbourne and King Cobra's dick harder while you're at it. Like, oh my god, we're gonna send Cobra a fucking pack of Domino's box full of nothing but garlic butter. Hoping he'll freak out on camera and have an autistic freak out. And when it doesn't work, he just
Bye.
bitch slaps the troll with it. I tend to think, hey man, Cobra's pretty legendary. What the fuck are you doing with your life?
1 hour later.
Oh, let's go. Good. We're done. We're on the tower for right now. Nice. So we're in my mission. We're not done.
I know. I'm gonna send Cobra
What's that noise?
a bunch of free garlic cups. Because Cobra likes putting garlic butter on his pizza.
Say my name.
Inspector Blur. Inspector Blur. Anti-Semites like Inspector Blur. Inspector Blur?
I 100% believe that guy does something.
That's hilarious. Inspector Blur. Captain Blood.
You're goddamn right.
Inspector Blur.
Oh, that's the channel name. Okay. I think what the fuck is this guy? So that's it. We're done. We'll be back possibly today or tomorrow. Boy Inc. Welcome to Record the Show. Yes, doing well. Having a wonderful day on this 1st of May, 2025. Feeling a lot better today. So without further ado, let's enjoy from the tower. We should have our results from the tournament. It is a gorgeous day outside. gonna go to my father. We finished ranked 14 for champion, which is actually pretty good. We got 250, 250. That's the way to go. Patch note. Ooh, we got a new patch note. Fix bug, improve coin calculation for fetch coin. Okay. We got a claim a reward. We got rank 14 once again. That's quite important because I don't remember us doing that good ever before. So this is good to know. We got 4 out of 6. Okay, good. So let's do 9. Let's do with AFK. Perfect. Okay. Nice. Now we have with the shield. We have 646. We had the first rank, which is great. However, it's not great because we've been in platinum before. So it's not a new record, it's just better than what we did last week. Which that's great. Okay, that's good. Swinging big. And we have 15 platinum. This is pretty much the same that we usually get. So let's do this one. Let's do this. Let's just check if we're still recording. Because again, you know me, Mr. Paranoiac. We're good. Okay, perfect. Okay, buy one card. That's easy to do. Nice. Now we got a tier 9. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Brad Ooh. I got tired. He's funny. He's really funny. Okay, now. Don't blink if you blink. Welcome to the show. Because we want to have a wonderful day on this first May 2025. We're a week away from 4 years of content creation and a new Elden Ring playthrough. We have sausage. We just made the sausage. Show my father. So I woke up about 15 minutes ago. Here's the nature corn, not my nature corn. Yeah, that's basically my day. Okay. Sorry. See, I'm on, bro. Bottle, yeah. It's okay. Top it off. Grab a bag. Gotta work what you got. Gotta work what you got. What you see? It's a bag. You can see. You can see. Oh, you. I'm rocking PJs and no shirt. It's okay, scramble, scrambling. Gotta work what you got. Gotta work what you got. All the bullshit, all the problem. Don't you see? I'm just like it's on me. People trying to drink. It's on me. We're back patrol with you and all your friends. Let me, I'll be on my grind. Trying to get high. Later, we went later. Now let's get this paper. On later. Good. $6. Choo-choo. Still have so much to do with the card trading. Go work what you got. Don't you see? It's okay. Later. Hello. Yes, right. Later, yeah. There you go. Don't make you waiting because of the show. Because we also having a wonderful day today. On this first May 25, the first day of May, the month of my content creation anniversary. So this is next week. This is on the 9th. We're gonna be doing 24 hours of Eldering, one of my first stream back. It coincides perfectly with the schedule. Here's the issue of the day on this first May. Today's a bit of a harder day. When I say it's a lot of a hard day. Woke up feeling pretty down, pretty depressed. Like no energy. Now I had to tell my father that my mom she needed paper. So with my mom needing paper, that's quite important for her. Now it's gonna be my day. Honestly, we have to leave in about 20 minutes. So with that being said, let's freaking go. I want to make some videos. I want to stream a little bit. We've been playing some games. They're phenomenal. Just enjoy the game. They're phenomenal. And that's pretty much my day. Sorry, I don't have a lot of energy today. So that's pretty much it. Anyway, let you guys take it easy. Peace. Don't link is your way. We'll go to the show. We're also having a wonderful day on this first May 25, first day of the month of birthday. On the 9th, we'll be doing a 24-hour stream. It'll be my comeback stream, which is super cool. That's how the point of this video. The point of this video is a personal shout out, a personal thank you, a personal hi to Maxwell. So who's Maxwell? Maxwell is a friend of mine. But on TikTok, we're super close. And Maxwell, even on TikTok, was dealing with mental issue. And I'm not saying like she's not cool, she's weird. I'm saying that she was kind of battling with depression or very severe depression, and then she left TikTok, and then you can understand that right now we're going through it. Also, that's why we're talking so slowly, talking without energy, without anything. We're going through depression ourselves. So Maxwell isn't here, and Maxwell, it was weird because me and Maxwell, although we were very close, we weren't that close. We got to really know each other for 2 or 3 weeks, and then she left. So like, hey, we're close, but not that close. And then yesterday, I go on my YouTube and I'm receiving not a comment that says "Happy Day, Beautiful Soul." Like that's really nice, and I took a picture and it's her. So we're back. We're back together. Why not? It's just a blessing. Because and it goes to show how crazy the world is. There's how many channels on YouTube, right? There's how many people on YouTube, and then yesterday she appeared out of thin air. When I touched my hair, she appeared out of thin air, and she's like, hey, hope you're doing well. Which got to talk a little bit, we're talking more today, but it's just a blessing because you lose people, you get people back, and then sometimes there's people in your life that you really care about, and those people will come and go. But when you come back, they're super nice. I just want to shout her out. She's doing much better nowadays, and I think that deserves a golf clap. So congrats on doing better. And thank you for being here. I know I'm saying thank you for being here for everybody, in particular, because I'm okay. So with Maxwell, we know that the depression, I'm saying this because I don't know exactly what it is. It could be depression, it could be medical depression, it could be TPL, it could be bipolar. We don't know people, right? I wish her that it's simply a thing, of course, because I care about her. I like the girl. But, I could be everything was TikTok, and that TikTok was the trigger, right? So what's me on TikTok could be like this is an old girl that hurt me a lot. Don't link is your way. We'll come to the commercial. And we also having a wonderful day on this first May 25 at GMTC where depression today is bad. So we aren't talking this much. We aren't talking that much. I'm gonna have a hard time communicating, talking to you guys. But here we are, and this is a video that is actually positive. So I want to force myself into a positive video because again, these are some of the only, if not the only, that I have with outside world, right? And if I view outside world as a positive, maybe I can get out of my head. I get out of my head that you can heal, right? It's crazy to say, but maybe you can heal faster, which is absolutely a crazy statement because the thing with healing is it might take 2 weeks, it might take 3 weeks, you never know. And even with physically speaking, you can tell, okay, well, around this time, right? But it's never precise. So the content today is never lacking content, and the impossibility for me is not making content. One of my most endearing facts, not my best quality, endearing quality, is that I get amazed at a lot of things. I got a lot of interest in a lot of things. I'm pretty open-minded, extremely excited by life, extremely excited. I know I won't look like it, but extremely excited by life, extremely excited by the possibility of life, the hardship, the friendship, and there's always a case. There's always a case of I don't know if I'm able to make content, right? I don't know if I'm able to make pop videos in and out. And this is what I did before, but this is we're really not because the mindset completely changed. So the mindset used to be, well, you know what? We have to complete videos a day, and then linking depression with the lack of idea, with the other thing that we're doing because we're working on X, Y, and Z. I realized that even if I post 5-6 videos a day, it's still good. It's still you know, it's still good because at the end of the day, we managed to see the pressure. What guys even if we're still posting, we're still working. I found out that there's so much things that I can do more. Like when the last time I did this video or did this concept video, I was only streaming, right? I was only streaming. Now I'm editing, I'm streaming, playing mobile gaming, which is a different thing. That's not streaming, it's just recording content, just relax content. We're making videos, we're having different perspectives of videos. Before when I did this video, the only thing I would do junk food, taste. You know, taste, and that's it. Now we're talking about more about life. This video that we're doing right now, the conversational team talking about depression is something we couldn't do before, right? So the video we're doing right now is kind of great. It's kind of great. So I don't sneeze. So with the lack of content, and now this is the perfect opportunity. So I'll be completely honest, this idea for non-stop content came out last year. Came out last week. Last week because I was like, you know what? There's summer going on, right? And I'm happy because we didn't make that much content in winter. It was still actually content, and now we're able to do a big period of time where we do content. So nature corn, XYZ actually. So it is extremely positive. And then last week we had trigger for depression, which was a debt, which was breaking the phone, which was the non-acceptance of job, the fact that we're giving out CVs, which we're back. And then I'm working for an agency that is not doing their job, they're not finding me work, they're not giving me work. That's a plan of an agency, right? And the step completely changed, the idea behind completely changed. And I'm realizing that even though I have depression, we're still managing to upload content. Now, technically speaking, this content is unreleased content. It was filmed months ago, years ago. In cases, and some cases, yes, years ago, which is nuts. But at the same time, it's kind of crazy in a crazy sense because yes, we're posting old content, it's unreleased content, it's still new content. It's all new content. And that is, we still have 700, 800, 900 possible videos. I'm gonna say 700 to be safe. Possible videos to upload, right? Then we're filming every single day, and then I'm watching shows, which means I'm recording some recap, I'm watching some reviews, we're playing different games. So the craziest thing that I just realized is last time we did this video, we didn't have a gaming channel. We still had the main channel and the gaming channel. Well, no, sorry. We still had the main channel, no gaming channel. So I think us having those three channels feel busier. And because it feels busier, I think we're more comfortable with the fact that, okay, well, you know what? I got a lot of things to do. We're not talking about every content and non-content limits, right? I think what I'm trying to say, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? I don't even know myself. Oh, no focus. So yeah, it's like I'm high. What I'm trying to say is, it's not the concept. It's not the lack of real making. Okay. I'm not afraid of having no videos to make because it's being afraid of not having concepts. I'm not having a concept, so I have this one concept, I can make 3 videos out of it. I have this other concept, I can make 7 videos out of it. You know, I have this third concept, I can make 1 video, but there's still concept, right? And then we have a concept, and then when I'm watching my statistic and what video does well, I'm seeing old videos, I'm like, oh, that's a nice subject. This is how the idea for this specific video came out. Like, so I'm not afraid of that lacking content, I'm not afraid of not having inspiration, I'm not afraid of, I think to be honest, we're doing good. So yes, I have to go to my father's house, so we'll leave here. But here's to years and years and years of making more content. I love you guys. Don't wait, it's going welcome to the show. Starting off on this first May 2025, we are having the 4th anniversary of Content Creation on the 9th, which means Elden Ring for 24 hours. Are you excited? Because I am excited. Which today we're doing something completely different. Today we're doing a Tower Talk, which is a Tower Talk for the shorts. We're going to do our very first Tower Talk short video where we're talking to camera, which is something that we're doing that's brand new, something that you guys have been wanting. With Tower Talk, I tend to talk because I love this game so much. So a short could be better for you guys for digestion. So the first thing that changed, we have the second season of the quests. I did talk about it a little bit. We have a great new amount of things. We have shoe skin for the Guardian, which gave us some bonuses. We have a new banner, which gave us some bonuses. We have a new menu that gave us some bonuses. We have a tower and a tower background, which is 8 tower bonuses, right? Which is pretty good. We have the Guardian ship. Guardian ship being fetch. Fetch is so freaking good. However, I have one fan complaining that we didn't have more, it's Guardian, but I call it like a pet. Chip slot. So we're only able to have 2 chips. The chips that we had are possibly for most people, the allies and the attack, which are 2 Draco. And with only 4, it kind of comes at a big price. Now, I'll be completely honest, I did watch Fetch. Fetch is incredible. Fetch is godly. However, Fetch sucks. Fetch has great potential. So it's every 2 minutes you have 10% chance of finding something, and 2% chance of double find. Right? So Fetch is actually really good when you really put in the effort to bring it up. So it could be something great, but not for now. The Planet Tower, we're still upgrading attack sword, we're still upgrading the attack health, regen, and defense. We're still upgrading attack speed, and range. I think I'm going to be upgrading these until the very end. Give myself a nice little boost of coin. Why? Well, that's actually quite simple. We are in a comfortable spot of tier 9 and tier 9 for sword and shield. I'm making a lot of coin, I'm making a lot of elite stone to research, so we're in a very comfortable spot. Now today, we're going to be doing tier 7 and tier 8, and I can get the skin for both. On tier 9, we're at 2,200, so I can get the skin for both 7 and 8, which is a 0.12% bonus on our 0.12% on our coin bonus. So this is going to be it. If I see that I have a lot, I'm going to do perks. Because for now, because we're playing a lot, 9 is great. But the second we start working, we're going to have to go back to 1 or 2, right? So the perks bonuses are going to be extremely important. 2 minutes. Okay, let's go. Now we have to go back to our house. Don't blink, keep waiting. Welcome to the show. You guys are doing well, having a wonderful day. My apologies for the late, my neighbors put some music. Now this is a comment space, this is my balcony comment place. So I have to be respectful of that, but if they put music, I can't film. However, I want you guys to pay close attention to this. Look at this, right? Look at this. And then, look at this. So we do have some of the spring, some of the tree coming back. I thought we're doing a lot better, which is good. And that's pretty much it. So without further ado, next we can go. Okay. I'm about to be finding those Bluetooth. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, good job, good job. Yes. Okay. Good. No, that's the next one. Now do. My apologies. The heck? Hopefully that'll be content. Don't feel it for me. Okay, so the GoPro, that's my shield. That is mine. Okay. The Angel Samsung. Fuck that. Stop standing in your fucking light, dude.
Let's see the new movement ability.
For the label. What's this guy? Sorry. Good. Okay, perfect. No, I look like shit, so I need to wear a hat. Okay. Don't blink, it's winning. Welcome to the show. This is more having a wonderful day on this first May before the we haven't played today. We've been having a little bit of a harder time lately with depression and things like that. So we're gonna bring in a new concept, which is an old concept, which is the nitro. So I talked about it a couple of weeks ago because of music, because we're playing well today. So there's some music and try to at least have a little bit of a better time, right? So I talked about this a couple of weeks ago about how I wanted to do the nitro, the back. But I talked about, hey, I want to bring them back. The reason why I didn't bring them back was because I had my skateboard, and my skateboard per se is amazing, right? I love my skateboard. However, my skateboard isn't really resistant to not like cracking the asphalt or cracks and the well, you know, in the road. So I can't really see it at night. Now, for the nature corn, what I plan to do was I plan to use more the GoPro. Now, the problem with the GoPro, which is a fantastic device, and I really like it, the problem with the GoPro is you cannot really use it in the dark. It will not show up, right? So there is a very simple thing. Now, what happened is, it's actually a really fun thing. What happened was, it was really, It was really late. I had to go to the election next morning. I should never finish the election next week. Holy shit, you see I'm talking. I'm getting curious. I'm going on, right? So, let's restart that. So, I went to the election, right, last week, right? And then during the last week, this is going to help a lot, though. This is really going to help. Then we're going to go to the house with my head. I heard it's the softest thing. It looks like I could kill my walk. And please remember, cupcake. Okay, let's go to it's cupcake. Now, the funny thing is, we spent the whole day waiting for my neighbors not to have music, and now it's freaking raining. It's possibly the wedding coming. This is the third video of the day we did, which is possibly the last one. And I want to get rain on myself, which is crazy concept. Still, so you see how much it's helped already? This really helps. It's crazy how it helps. My favorite. Some of these songs, but to remember, age really well, but these a little bit less. Mr. Highway, Homesick, A Day. Welcome to the family. But you know what? Let's go with Ice and Kill. Yep. Let's go with Ice and Kill and there's a combination. Okay, play this again. It's not a bad song, it's just at age, I age differently, you know? Which is insane. So go back to Sunday. I was always afraid because my phone keeps on breaking, and every single time it's really expensive. And it happened once, it said okay, it happened twice, it said okay. But now I spent over, it is crazy, we spent over 2,000 just for phone repair, right? Now, overly speaking, this is my tool of work, right? So this doesn't really matter. First of Crystal Lake. So we're gonna be trying this. Let's do this today. See, I should make content when I'm depressed. This is the only thing I want to do, so let's do it. So I was afraid of breaking the phone in the dark. But again, I can't see the crack, so these cables, if I get into a crack, it's not good. And when I'm doing a night core, so when I'm doing nature core, I'm looking at nature. When I'm doing night core, I'm constantly looking at the ground, hoping to find the crack before I go in. So I'm going in and I'm enjoying myself and I'm talking to you guys and I'm making content. And it's great. I really with this one because we have the dual camera, so we see here and see here. No, Larson, DJF. With fake. The Curse of Crystal Lake. Not my favorite. Holy shit, why is my battery so low? Well, that's a big problem. They need to upload. Don't you know it's never enough? Let's go with, see, phone is, battery is low. Let's go with, Jason Mom actually really good. But before I just do Indian. No, it is the end, because it's a different song. It is the end, actually, also really, really good. It is the end is a hard to get. So the plan would be to have, not be afraid of the cracks. Now, not be afraid of the cracks. It happened really nicely. I was supposed to go to the election. What ended up happening was I couldn't go to the election because this is really nice because I couldn't go to the election because I was my friend was dead. So I had to use the scooter that we had because my father was like, hey. So I had a scooter before. So what ended up happening was so this is a long story. Holy shit. So what ended up happening was I was working at PCD. Right? And then at PCD what happened is I would come to skateboard every single day. And I was sweating a lot in the summer. The boss was like, hey, it's not normal that you come in and you're sweating already. I don't mind if you're sweating at 2 o'clock. I want you to sweat at 2 o'clock, but not at 7 when you started. Okay, no problem. So now I started taking the bus and now I realized the price of the bus was a lot. Now I don't, it's complex because back then I was making 12, 40. We're 10 years from then. I was 24 when I started. So we're 8 years from then. And then I was minimum salary is 16 to 10. But back then I was making 12, 40. Right? Inflation's a bitch. Then what ended up happening was I couldn't buy every single bus pass because it was so expensive. And the problem with the company with PCT was I was an agency worker. So as an agency worker, you're never sure if you'll last. You're never sure if they'll keep you. You can fight like that. Today you have a job, on Monday you don't have a job. So my friend were like, at work, my friend was like, hey, why don't you buy an electric scooter? And the boss was also there. We were having see, this is a big story. We were having dinner. Every friend we had dinner with friends. With the group, we're friends. Mary on the ground, no going around. Some people, I still love this crazy world. Some people are just, yeah, I'll tell you guys the story. Well, I can tell you right away. For fuck's sake. Yeah, you can kind of see it. I took a screenshot of a bill, and you can see it on the. You can kind of see it. Whoops. I can see it on the thing, and people are crazy. They'll look it up. They'll see the information. So I went in the bus, like, and then the guys were talking about, hey, we're gonna get a scooter. And I was like, ooh. And then one of the guys was like, hey, as a joke, you're gonna get hurt because I'm not the most careful guy. I went to work and I hurt myself 3 times. One for the legs, one for the fingers, one mentally. And yeah. So in 7 years, 7 or 8 years. I never remember. So what ended up happening was. The boss was like, hey, if you buy a scooter, it's gonna be safe here. We have a place for you to charge it. And that's really nice about it. And said, in the winter, if you want, you can put it in the storage. We have storage units. And I was like, wow, thank you so much. So I bought a scooter. Now, I didn't think, I'm impulsive. So when I went to buy the scooter, I didn't check if there was electric skateboard. So my knowledge of electric things weren't great. I electric toothbrush, that's pretty much it. And then what happened is, I bought the scooter. And then, at first I liked it, right? But not really scooter. Okay. So the truth is, I'm ashamed of saying that, but even back then I was overworked. I was doing so much things at the same time. So even back then, which was 8 years ago, I was playing multiple games. So I would have the normal skateboard. Normal skateboard would take me 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes to go home. I had Netflix. I had a show for the road. And I know you shouldn't look at your phone when you're skateboarding, but I was. And I went to the electric skateboard, the scooter. And the electric scooter, the bad thing is, as soon as you take out your hand, it's fucked. So I couldn't really watch my shows. And there's one time we put the phone on top of the scooter. The phone fell, cracked. That was expensive. So I was like, okay, fuck that. So a year later, so in 2020, I want to say 2020. 1920, before the pandemic, we ended up buying our electric skateboard, and electric skateboard was way better, and it was just way better. So the scooter, I didn't end up using it, so I was like, okay, well, let's give it to Nat, which is my stepmom. Let's give it to her because she also lived close to work. she also lived close to where yeah, that makes sense. So you had to choose in between. I'm gonna get a cell, I'm gonna get no, I'm not gonna get this. Now, Jason's mom is actually really freaking good. I love Jason's mom. So Jason's mom is Fountain of Youth, Stacey's mom. But he did with Jason's mom, which is Jason's Voorhees, which is prior to her 13th. Got it going on, Jason's mom. So we're doing a bit better, you know? Jason's mom has got it going on. So my computer died. Let's charge it. Jason, do you remember? Camp wasn't so great, wasn't so great. And they drowned in the lake, drowned in the lake. The one woman stood by you. And it's Marcy's head. Better off that. You see, today I don't really feel like any content. I feel like fucking sleeping. But if I sleep tomorrow, I'm gonna be sleepy. Because when you oversleep, you end up sleeping for a long ass time. The more you sleep, the more tired you are. Right? Because your body, you're forcing yourself to sleep. So this is not medical. I'm not a doctor, thank God. Because I would have a lot of issue with the law. So let me see what happened with the sleeping is, you force yourself to sleep. So like you will let sleep more. And then your body is convinced that you need more sleep. Right? So your body's trying to find what's wrong with you. Why are you needing so much sleep? That's why you're sleeping more. Because your body doesn't repair itself as much as it should be. Next. I had the scooter. And the scooter was great. The scooter was really nice, to be honest. The scooter was really, really nice. But at the same time, the scooter is... like I said, when I'm on my skateboard and I'm on a bike, I like using no endo. I like being free. I like doing whatever I need to, whatever I want to fucking do. You know, that's my life, right? So when I had a scooter, you kind of had to focus. And the scooter kind of is dangerous. The scooter doesn't have a dead brake. The scooter, after the first fall, which was the first week, there's a way to give gas, which is actually electricity. The way to give gas would stay on. So even if I stop pressing, the way it works, you press, it goes, you release, it releases. Simple as that. So then I was like, well, this is dangerous. I use my stepmom, which is really cool for me. If you go, here's something I injure myself with a lot. Even if I'm being completely honest, when I hurt my leg, was because of the scooter. Because I was going too fast, and then we tried to go on a chain road. So I had to give it a bit more juice. To go higher the hill, or high up a steep. I don't know what you call it. It's called the low mount. The mount's actually pretty good. And the low mount itself, what happened is, I had to give more juice. By giving more juice, it kind of went forward. I put my feet to stop, and my ankle twisted. So like, okay, well, fuck that. This is dangerous. And technically speaking, I don't think the scooter is dangerous. I just think I'm an asshole. I'm a douchebag. I'm a dummy when it comes to this kind of things. And that's, I think, this is the real issue. I think the real issue is the driver and not, right? So I went to skateboard, and the thing with a skateboard is that's the exact same fucking story. So when I was younger, and I know this is a long story, but let's make it fun, right? Let's make it fun and make it as confusing as possible. And I wake up, I want to make you guys confused. So with the skateboard longboard, what happened was, when I was a kid, I took it before my father was forced to go out. Said, hey, you ever seen your life playing those video games? Go out. And then I would take my bicycle and just go out, right? And then what ended up happening was, I had the habits of going everywhere I need to go with bike. I had a nice little locker, it was good. Then my bike broke. Right, and I got the new one, and the new one was cheaper. And it was, when I say cheaper, it was really cheap because I was like, okay, well, I broke the last one, right? Then my father went to buy a new one. He's like, yo, I'm not gonna allow you to buy this one because it's too expensive. You have to buy this one because it's cheap. Just as a remembrance of you fuck up a good bike, then I have a shitty bike and you have to use it and you have to not break it, even though it's highly breakable. That was the mentality of my father. So we go in, and of course it breaks, and I'm like, okay, well, am I gonna bring it to the apartment? No. So I bring my skateboard, and now my skateboard works. My skateboard is, and it's crazy, it's insane. I used to work at IGA in Dorval. It was an hour and a half walk-in, and the reason why I was walking was I was too broke. I was doing a shift of 8 hours per week. I was barely making the rent, so fuck having a bus pass. And then the worst thing that happened was we broke the skateboard, the longboard, and because we broke the longboard, I had to walk. The longboard would take me 30 minutes to 40 minutes maximum. Walking was an hour and a half. So yeah, it was horrible. So what ended up happening is I've always consistently bought like skateboard and longboard because it was cheap. A good longboard will cost like $80. It's expensive. It's expensive to the bus, right? And we just used longboard since about day one of the apartment, but the first year actually, which is now 12 years ago. So when I had my electric longboard, I didn't see that the scooter was so good. I could still use it. I didn't like it. It was dangerous to me. But I could have made the effort of saying, you know what, you paid $700 for this. I don't use it. I was like, no, let's pay another $700 to buy an electric longboard. And the electric longboard worked. So we bought the first one, which was really good. We bought this one, which is really good. Then what happened is, you know, when the park decided, what the fuck am I supposed to do? We were supposed to go to the government's race. And you guys only had last seconds. We start at 10 o'clock. I'm there I leave the house at 40 because I know it takes 10 minutes to go. So my 10 minutes to go, 10 minutes to register, I'm good. So I go in. And what ended up happening is, my skateboard doesn't start. I thought I charged it, but it wasn't. Okay, that's so fucking stupid. I plugged it in the skater, in the skates, I plugged it. And I didn't plug it on the wall. I didn't check if it was plugged on the wall. So it charged. It didn't have a charge to charge. Right? So I go in, and I use my scooter. And the scooter works pretty well, right? It works pretty well. And then what happened is, I go back home. My father called me and said, hey, I need to talk to you about the debt because you guys know that I have debt to the government, right? So he's like, okay, I'm coming. Now I realize that my skateboard is still not good to now, like, do the back and forth of the government. I'm like, you know what? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. So I'm having fun. Now, for that, the longboard will last. The longboard will not stay in the water. The scooter will. So there's another day where I have to go, it's raining, I'm going on my scooter, no problem. And then I realized that because it's dark outside, I can burn the lights. And then my fucking brain flashes. But in so much better ways, I can put the flashlight of the scooter, use the GoPro, and just film in front. As simple as that. And the crazy thing is, nobody's gonna do that. Nobody thinks about it. Nobody will ever do something like that. Nobody will. And that's why we're saying the night stroll, not trying because it's supposed to rain, well, it's supposed to rain in between. It's supposed to rain, and it's raining, you know. I've got this bipolar depression. So yeah, Manuel's amazing, but Manuel was a huge fan on TikTok, and now she found YouTube. She quit TikTok. She found YouTube, so she's really good because she comments a lot. I'm commenting a lot to get more interaction. She's super nice. She's super nice. It's just weird because I haven't talked to her in like a year. We're starting the night stroll. She needs free fun. Now the reality is, what am I supposed to do? start, try it out, then tell you guys, because I don't know how clear the image is gonna be on the GoPro. Telling me the GoPro at night is horrible. You don't see shit. You barely see shit. Now, ultimately speaking, I could use these street lights to work around the fact that we don't see shit. But then I'm facing another problem, and that other problem, which is really, really simple, is how good is it? Like the problem with the GoPro, like for example, right? When I don't see myself, so the GoPro, I'm not gonna see the footage after that. So it bugs me. And the GoPro, I have this love and hate relationship. The GoPro, I'll be completely honest, is my favorite camera. I really do like the camera of the S24 Plus or Ultra. My apologies. But I like the phone more than the camera. So if I bring the phone, I'm fucked. The GoPro, I have this love and hate relationship because the quality is amazing, the footage is amazing. However, the GoPro in itself is complete shit. So for example, right, I'm gonna be filming this. You'll be able to film this scene, right? Now there's a bird that's on the clothing line, and I want to film the bird. I can't zoom in. It was this really nice sunset, and I like my GoPro, and the footage was nice. But if I had this camera, I guess it would have come. Missed opportunity. I was still filming, you know. So we'll see how it goes. In a perfect world, we can. And again, the GoPro, the Nitro, Nitro kind of like a double edge, not a double edge, but kind of double edge at its end. So it's kind of like a double edge because the GoPro is a way of filming that doesn't require phone, and the phone. So it's nice. It's easy to understand. You just have to. So the GoPro can film, can upload. The phone can film, can upload. So the GoPro was perfect back then because we didn't need to have tree. We didn't need to have tree. What you call it? We didn't need to have tree. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. We didn't need to do tree plates. We didn't need to do tree things. I could have big videos. So the great thing that I would do, I would keep the long videos for nights, for when I go to GoPro Nitro. So okay, because I can go Nitro, I can film more. Because when I'm filming on the GoPro, right, I'm able to upload. However, the GoPro has a price. This is great for that because the GoPro uploads, let's focus on uploading things at home while I'm filming other stuff. However, the GoPro has so much quality that I'm gonna be filming, it's 4 gig per 8 minutes, 52 seconds. 4 gigs. We have 1,000 gigs, yeah. And I have now an hour and a half left. And we're emptying it. So as I'm talking, we're emptying it. I wouldn't say right now, but we're trying to empty it. So maybe like a couple of weeks, a month maybe. But then with the depression that we're facing right now, it's actually quite nice because the depression is stopping me from filming a lot. Like for example, when I was I'm becoming lazy. So I went out at 4 o'clock. It's currently 8:44. I got up at 4, came back to my father's house. And then I went to film outside, right? And then what ended up happening was the neighbor had music so I could film. Okay, I could have closed the door, I could have closed the window and just film inside. But I didn't want to because we're gonna be filming inside tomorrow. We film inside the whole winter, so okay, just like a couple hours, right? So now it's 8 o'clock and we're finally coming in because it's raining, right? So yeah, so I'm not filming as I should be. That's why the footage of the GoPro is nice. The footage that we have on the phone, which is really nice. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, I'm gonna video. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. What's that? Some people are just trying to be buzzed. You're just in that first. Carry me. Question. You're a good person. Of course, you're a good person. You deserve it. Don't blink your blank. Usually when you open a video where someone that scratches is non-existent beard, it's not the nicest sight to see, not the nicest opening visually speaking. So I'm gonna fix that right away. Today we're talking about depression, and I know it doesn't seem like today is the perfect day to talk about depression. We talked about depression yesterday. We talked about depression on Sunday because we're Tuesday. No, we're Wednesday. So I talked about depression about Tuesday, Monday, and now today. Now, why is today the perfect day to talk about depression? Well, you can understand. You can kind of tell that I'm in a good, sort of a good mood. I'm gonna put in the lights. The reality is, am I doing better? Yes and no. Yes and no. Talked to my parents today, went out, talked to people in person. So of course this help. Of course this is a huge help. But today, why is this perfect example of depression? Depression isn't, in my opinion, the hard part of depression is the days like today. These next days are the worst. So the first thing you notice with depression is you don't feel like doing anything, right? And then there's days when you feel a bit better. And because you feel a bit better, then you feel like doing stuff. And because you feel like doing stuff, you're like, okay, well, let's do stuff. Days like today is the perfect of depression because it's such a roller coaster. People picture depression as this always low. I'm sad, I'm trying, I'm sleep. And yes, depression is that. There's depression that is very immobile or not able to move, and that happens. I need to do it. I should do it more. And there's part of depression like that. Some of the symptoms of depression, things that I felt myself. Now, from the person to another person is very different. Is the need to stay food, the lack of energy, the oversleeping. But there's days like today which are the worst because you have this false sense. And I feel like this is the best possible way to talk about it. You get a false sense of security. You have a false sense of I'm doing better. And this is the worst. So today, woke up doing okay. I went to my father, was doing okay. Then my father gave me a little bit of shit. Still feeling okay. We went back home. We were supposed to film videos. We had the neighbors playing music that we film. And then I went down a slippery slope. And yeah, I just head back, you know. And day like today is the perfect amount because of the roller coaster. So it's super hard it's super hard because on days where you need to rest, you rest. On days where you feel like doing X, Y, Z, you do X, Y, N. Like a drum roll, please. Z. You're right. So days like today, it's really hard because you're like in a position of I'm not really sure what I want. I'm not really sure what I should do. I'm not really sure of where this is gonna lead me. So it's hard to plan your evening. It's hard to plan what you're supposed to do. And when you're not able to plan, you shut yourself off. And this is when you're not doing anything. When you're not doing anything, you go into your head. And when you go into your head, get back in depression, right? So a way to get out of it is talk about it, right? But we just talk about how you don't feel like talking to people. We're isolated. But it's better days you're able to talk to people. No. My mom had this great idea. My mom had this great idea of talking to my social worker, right? On days like today, I would talk to her. When I talked to her like a couple hours ago, now what we're feeling better is when we went out, we had a little piece of junk food. Okay, I know the diet's going down, but really helps me. Which is also weird because he doesn't have a lot of energy right now. And physically speaking, that's the crazy thing about my depression. Maybe it's ADHD, I don't know. Is I don't even know how my body is responding. See, there's a single pain, which is one of the best things in the body. Called the spider sense. You burn yourself at the chill, at your child, you see fire, you're not going to get fight because you know it's going to hurt you. But now your body doesn't know what's going on. It's so confused about your situation. Is he okay? Is he not okay? What is going on? Right? And this is the hard part. The hard part isn't saying, hey, I'm going to be doing good, let's do. Actually, the best thing to do, obviously, like, I don't like it's the easiest thing or the best thing to do would be to, okay, we're feeling good now, let's do something positive, let's do something constructive, right? And then that would be the easiest way to break things out. But it's not reliable. Maybe you feel good for 10 minutes, maybe you feel good for an hour, you know? Then, there's another part of depression today that really hits me. I don't know if I should be doing another video, but today, you see, I'm tempted to do it with this one because this was the thing that we saw today. So I see my father now, technically speaking. I don't see my father. The real reason why we saw him is because I was sleeping a lot and I didn't film me a lot. So what happened is I don't upload as I should be. So it's my father because our phone was full. So it's my father and I upload. I wish I could that before it gets annoyed. I'm gonna do upload and then I was like, oh fuck, I'm not done. So I said to my father, hey, let's go to. It was such a memorable. I think it is. It was such a memorable way to go actually. So what ended up happening is I was like, yo, let's leave my phone here. I had my scooter. I was like, listen, I want to go to Lakeshore. Okay, no problem. So leave your phone there. My phone is in there because they want to break it. Actually, it was for him to stay at home. And to stay at home and upload. And we went to Lakeshore because we have a GoPro. I just have a GoPro. We just reuse my GoPro, which is really good. Really finished from last year. Something that I didn't even remember filming. We did it again. We have it's 8 minutes. Let's say 9 minutes. It's 8 minutes and 52 seconds. Let's say 9 minutes equate to 4 gigs. I have 1,000 gigs and I have an hour left. That means we have about 40 gigs left, which means 960 are things I filmed last summer. So yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? But then, so we go to Lakeshore, right? And today I had such a weird mental state, such a weird, weird thing happened to me. I'm out and about, as the English people would say. You guys see that, right? You guys see that? Yes, no, maybe? Probably not. Fuck. I was out and about, and I was exploring the water. And I was like, dude, I miss this much nature. And I was like, I should have enjoyed nature more as a kid. Because I'm 22 years old, and you know, it's important. And we were really trying to enjoy ourselves. We were really trying to do X, Y, Z, and be like, yo, it's actually fun, right? And then, almost by fate, what ended up happening was, I was, it's a very small street, they were doing construction, so I went in, and there was a construction worker that let me pass. There's a hey, and he gave me the nods, which is a dude's thing to say hi, what's up, or hey, how's it going? Just a salute, I guess. It's not the Elon salute, but I thank God. So what ended up happening is, I was looking at the work, I said, oh, these are nice. And then he really hit me, like, fuck, I'm gonna have to work soon, right? And then, there's an increment of a supposed truth in there. Supposed truth is, yes, I miss nature, yes, I miss going out, but I also miss filming nature, which is the motivation. So if I have to say it right now, it's pretty cool. The motivation is filming video, right? The process is going out, and the results are posting videos, right? The process is fun, the motivation is fun. If there's no results, I'm still getting 2 times the fun, right? So then I'm like, okay, well, here we are, let's do this. And I saw that worker, and I was like, you know what, fuck. It's not because it was a Thursday afternoon. It was 2 o'clock p.m. and people were out and just chilling, and there's a lot of girls. As you guys know, I'm feeling lonely nowadays, lately. And I was like, holy shit, dude. 51 minutes, okay. Let's do this. 51 minutes. I'm gonna reach out more than 1 hour, but then we can't upload on TikTok. I'll turn to a friend. So I was seeing a lot of girls. I was like, holy shit, I should go out more. Again, that about motivation versus process. Motivation, meeting people. Process is going out. If going out is healthy, even if you don't succeed, who gives a shit? You see something good, right? And then I was seeing people work. I was like, dude, I'm gonna be working soon. I'm looking for a job almost weekly, daily. Weekly I go out to the RCPs and daily go on LinkedIn and go see good places. So I'm not sure when I'm getting called back. I have no clue, to be honest. It's pretty bad. But that's okay. And I was like, that's why people, and the first time I saw people that show up, like, you will have a lot of time, right? I had a lot of time too. I'm just filming. I just choosing to film. And then I was working, and I had a sense of maturity. This almost revelation of like, fuck, I'm gonna have to work. I'm gonna have time to enjoy myself. But it's the opposite. It's the complete polar opposite. So instead of saying I'm not going to enjoy myself, the real thing to say is I'm gonna enjoy myself at work. There's lessons I learn at work. I could not learn in nature. There's nature that I learn in nature. There's lessons I learn in nature that I could not learn gaming. However, gaming is such a huge part of me. Without gaming, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Without being the person I am today, I wouldn't be able to learn this lesson that I have to learn. Right? You take a person and you make them agoraphobic, right? Which is a fear of going outside. They'll watch TV, they'll still have this understanding of the planet, right? They won't have an understanding of social. But because they're understanding of the planet, it makes the learning of social a bit easier. You like manatee. I like manatee too. Let's talk about it. Social interaction. We're good. So at work, I was like, you're gonna be learning lessons. Now, technically speaking, there's just other things that, well, you should have learned every single lesson that you had to learn from working. It's just so pessimistic. It's just so, it's like healthy. It's the guy in depression that's starting it. You know? So yes, it was a really good thing, and this is why this day was so bad. Yesterday was the same thing. Yesterday we woke up, I had a ton of ID, and I wanted to film. This morning, I go in to my father's house, and we have this outside, and we have this almost motivation to do something, right? And again, it's gonna sound so stupid, but even a motivation to do something beats a motivation to do not do anything. A motivation that not do anything is one of the worst things that could possibly happen to you. Why? Because you should be motivated to do X, Y, Z. It doesn't really matter what X, Y, Z is if you're doing something, you know? Yeah. I was watching, because right now, ouch, my FYP is full of Devil May Cry, right? Full of Devil May Cry. There was a guy who was speedrunning the first game, and it was a comment on his YouTube, on his channel, and it was saying, why spend your whole life doing something that you don't seem to enjoy, right? And the mentality of progress and process and motivation was the answer here. Even if the dude doesn't like the game, but that he has a world record, that's an achievement. Even if the dude doesn't like the game, the fact that he can have the world record, he's close, or he's trying, is a motivation. Devil May Cry is a CD with 6 games. Well, there's more. Okay, so it's actually 8, but it's just there's Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition and Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. There's also Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, so they're the same game. So it's like 6. Maybe he doesn't like the first one, maybe he likes the second one, maybe he likes the third one, maybe he likes the 3, 4, and 5, which I do. The first game is the best, right? However, so there's another thing that that's the coolest thing. You see people, again, this is all the question. DZ will kill me. If DZ Genesis 95 see this, he will kill me. But hey, it was a good life. It was a good life. I wasn't raised playing Resident Evil. Right? So to me, the best Resident Evil is the, well, technically speaking, if you, okay, well, never mind, because if you ask me, well, my favorite Resident Evil, Resident 8, then story-wise, I'm saying 7 is really good, and then I did play the 4th not too long ago. The 4th was also really good, so then I was like, oh, well, the 4th is good too, and then I remember playing the 2nd and 3rd game, which were really phenomenal, I was like, yo, I kind of like the series, right? Now, I didn't play Revelation, I didn't play the 5th, I didn't play the 6th, we'll have to see if I like those, maybe I don't like those, maybe I'm not a fan of the whole series, but still, in these games, they're 2 or 3 hours, they're easy to speedrun, right? You're not going to speedrun Elden Ring, well, some people do it, but then, I have a hard time with people speedrunning the Elden Ring because Elden Ring is easily a 100-hour playthrough. Even if in 100 hours playthrough you didn't kill every single bosses, you didn't die once, you shift some shit, you didn't do every side quest. Because it's legit 20 hours per region. There's Limgrave, Lurna, Kaidid, there's Lindell, there's the Underground, there is the Mother of Giants, right? And there's Leyland Ash of Capital, Hell Ashes. So that's 7, right? There's 7 times 20 is 140. If I heard than others, that you have to find their dungeon, and every single one of them. It's a game with 265 bosses. If you spend 3 minutes per bosses, even then that's 900 minutes, which is around 15 hours. That's what if you don't die once. Yeah. So, no, but then again, you got a game like Resident Evil, and Resident Evil, the greatest thing about speedrunning it is like you got so little resources that skipping enemies is the way to go, right? What I'm talking about Resident Evil was all planned. So, with the going out and being motivated to find a job and thinking that these lessons, you ask yourself the question, how much do I still have to learn, right? And the truth is, I miss working. I really do miss working. See, the content creation, and now we're talking, I'm going to give you guys too much information. I'm going to give you guys way too much information, but we're talking about content creation, and there's time when content creation feels like depression. I'm not depressed to make content, no way, Jose. I'm not depressed when I make content, no way, Jose Nito. But it is, there's time where I really do like content, and there's days where I really don't. There's time where everything is where you feel like the world is yours, and there's time where you just feel like it's shit. Right? And I'm not saying that you're sympathetic if you're depressed, right? I'm just saying that's something that's how I feel. And see, I'm still saying about the depression because I know it is. If you ask me 22 if I was saying depression, I said no, you asked me at 28 when I started making content. They do the things stage. You get depression. Yeah, true. I'm depression. The big one, the first one was related. Right? G fuel. Ink. It's not my G fuel. Not yet. You need G fuel. Maybe depression. What do you do? I have good broken notice in my knowledge. So we could do something. So the first one that you guys know why I'm gonna tell you why, because again I've heard you guys so many times. The next one was it wasn't 28. When I made the channel, I was super close to depression. I was inches, and I do mean inches of depression. Right? The whole purpose of making the channel was to avoid depression. That was the whole purpose. The whole purpose wasn't to be a fool. The whole purpose was to be like, yo, that's not how depression makes. Then we had the third one. The third one was also really special. The third one was what? The third one was, I'm gonna say N because it's actually kind of cold outside. The third one was right now, right? And they're all different. They're all different. So when I had a journey, was a Tetris, was the answer to something. The go-to was a overload or the full cup, the overflow cup. And now what it is, it's nuts, it's nuts. It's nuts because this one feels like it's my fault. It feels like I'm responsible for this. No, no, wait, keeping myself in condition. When myself in condition last year, I worked too much. I worked too hard. No, very, very hard. I never did that. Depression, which I would treat them. You know what, there's really events that push me to have depression, which are, again, the phone break, the skateboard break, the for 13,000 from the government, first of all. I'm not able to lose weight. So I was feeling depressed last night. But not the depression, I was feeling depressed. And then I feel that's the next workout. There's really a secret thing. I'm not like, you see, I'm making this video about working out, and I'm pushing this. I don't work out. It takes me all the way back. I'm now 272. I started out 271. It was every inch I have. It's a win page. Then, of course, that's the good. Number of simple. It's useful. I just had a conversation with Jake. I'm the same name. I'm the same name with Jake. So that's just, yeah, I'm getting my sheet. Actually, full sponsor. Like I said, I'm going to make this when that happens, that's when my people are I think another thing to kids nowadays. Why do you and that's the way and for a girl after 12 I'm so little. Then I tell her, you're done session. I feel bad for you. I don't know you know you can't know who you are. I don't know what you look like. You don't know where you're raised or where you're from. I don't know what you're sure. she asked me, essentially, she's bored, so she said, hey, ask me a question. And I'm like, where does baby come from? I did Canada, and there's no sun in winter. So then she made a very easy for me. And I'm like, from Atlanta, you work for a kitchen. And she laughed. And this is again, this is a question, question. I didn't really focus on that question. All you can do. So it's not really sure. Which is sweet. And then we had this other part, which is, well, there's other person who's not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure myself. Anyway, the basic thing. Oh, you're something here. I often do that. I don't know if you qualify, but it's your question. What's your loves? What's your matter? What's your needs? Whoa. How do you think? Think I told you would never would. Told you would change. Didn't know if you would never show. Choose you would change. Wake up. No, wait, stay still. Relax. Stay still.